Doctor?
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world you could be, but it's all be right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate you pull up on me, man. What's going on? Shout out everybody in the building. Lucky will be here shortly. Right? I want to go ahead and get it. What's going on, my boy? What up, man? Shout out everybody in the building, man. Make sure I hit that like button as we come in. The like button as we come in. Hit the like button as we come in. So yeah, man. Like I said, man, like I told y'all last night, dog. It's crazy to see any and everything you talk about for the most part. You know, just give it time. Come to fruition, come full circle. People admitting the quiet part out loud, right? And that's why again this whole quote unquote red pill shit was red pill, male positivity, male empowerment, any of that shit, right? Black men specifically was so vehemently attacked because for so long I told y'all the first sufferers of Stockholm syndrome, way before they called it Stockholm syndrome, black men had Stockholm syndrome, all right, way before we ever knew what the fuck that was. Anybody knew what Stockholm was? I don't even know if Stockholm even existed, right? But long before that shit, right? Black men had to put up with the shit here in this country and pretty much learn to deal with the people that was giving you shit and killing you and doing all this other shit and so on and so forth, right? So you had to have a mindset of tolerance and forgiveness. Okay. You internalize that shit, and then you're told that you're lesser than, that you're beneath, that you're, you know, all this shit. And the sad part about it is because you were able to endure, the women attached to you somehow grew this, you know what I'm saying, this internal hatred, and detesting of you because you were unable to overthrow your captors, right? And we get here to today, and a lot of niggas, bro, don't understand that the enemy is, sometimes they say sleeping right next to you. Now, of course, not all, but the rhetoric, okay, the propaganda that's been perpetuated out here is so great to the point of where this is where we are. Okay. I keep telling y'all what the internet did, and this is why men are reacting in such a visceral manner, right? Is because we were told one thing, but then you allow women to show you who they are, and they will, right? And now men are being forced to see who the women really are. Okay. And instead of being violent, right? Instead of being abusive, what do men do? You withdraw your support. You withdraw your protection. You withdraw your attention. You withdraw, you know what I'm saying? And then you make it what the women say they want it to be, transactional. Who gonna be the boys? Who gonna be the well? Y'all fuck that up, baby, because we find it y'all worse than the niggas. That's what niggas found out. Men finally discovered and were punched in the face, bro. Okay. Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Deontay Wilder, George Foreman. Power punch to the face. Bro, these hoes don't love you, man. They don't love you. Okay. They see you as a means to an end. All right. What I told you, you a trick with a dick, man. For the most part. And if she can get you to motherfucking give up anything without, hey, that's what we talking about today, man. Okay. I told y'all, you don't never want to be the nigga that's paying the bills. You want to be the one that's doing what? You don't want to be the one paying no motherfucking bills, my nigga. You want to be the one. I'm giving the bitch the thrills, nigga. You hear me? Yeah, or in her gills. One of the two. Either or. But they're going to prove exactly what I said, and I told y'all this. Shout out to this might be risky. Shout out to Hammer. I told y'all, listen, a woman's roster for a woman is just the opposite of a man. A roster only counts for a man if that man is having sexual interactions with that woman. Okay. All right, your homegirls ain't your roster, my nigga. The bitch you dating and you just talking to or whatever, she not on the roster till you done got that puss. Okay. All right. If you ain't hit the bottom, you can't count her.
Don't let every man hit the bottom of your vagina, the root of your vagina.
But they don't know about the bottom. They don't know about the bottom.
Yeah.
All right. You Jax. Mostly talking negative about women. Anything positive to say about women? Yeah, I have plenty of positive things to say, just not right now. Just not today. You can catch me on another day. Or you can always pull up and have a conversation. But yeah, not today. Right? But it ain't really me. This is women saying this. Again, everything I'm saying, you Jax, right, is what women have said. So I'm going to take what the women say, brother. So don't get mad at me. The women have proven what I said was right. But getting back to my point, the rosters, okay? A man's roster only counts when he's had sexual conquest with that woman. A woman roster counts when she's gotten some type of benefit from that man, okay? Mostly without sex. All right. There's always one sex nigga. All right. One nigga that's getting that pussy. And then all the rest, hey, she got a food nigga. She got a fix it nigga. She got a money nigga. What? Let's see. Let's so fuck it, fix it, fund it. Fuck it, fix it, fund it, funny, Feelings. I'm doing this in real time, y'all. It's 6. They said it was 6 niggas. What I'm missing? Fuck it. Fucking, funding, fixing, feelings, funny. What's one more F, y'all? What we missing? What's the F we missing? Help me out. Oh, feed me. Yeah, feed me. Feeding. There we go. Appreciate you, bro. Feeding. So yeah, there we go. So hey, we got the 6 Fs. Okay? Bitch got at least the 6. These are the 6 Fs. Okay? Fucking, funding, fixing, feeding, funny, and what was the other? And feelings. Okay? Fucking, funding, feeding, fixing, funny, feelings. All right? 6. Those are 6 niggas. And it's interchangeable with any other F's you can do. But that's pretty much it, man. Women are running this shit in order to be able to get as many men as they can get to fulfill all their needs by one man gets, that they really want to fuck. Point blank, period. You feel me? All right. Yeah, they got the they got the 3 6s, we got the 6 Fs, man. I think that's that might be a fantastic original. I don't know. I think that's yeah. There we go. I think that's a fantastic original, man. I think that's a fantastic original. Ali, what up, fam? Hey, man, y'all. Hey, you know your boy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing new. There we go. Women, bro, you can't be. Listen, another thing, right? I forget who said this, but a woman will leave the 99% man for the 1% he missing. This is facts. Okay? She will leave that 99% man for the 1% that he's missing. He can have everything else, but he's missing that one thing. And what's she gonna do? He just wasn't no match. He just wasn't, he wasn't enough. He wasn't on my program. He wasn't, he wasn't evolving. He wasn't on my level. All these things. Right? And you come to find out, man, that hey, listen, damn, this brother, shit, he never cheated. He took care of home. You know what I'm saying? He had a plan. Everything was growing, everything was getting good, and lo and behold, what happened? Oh, he just wasn't in love with me. He just didn't give me the attention I need. He just didn't. Well, baby, damn, the man was working 12-hour shifts, 5, sometimes 6 days a week. You posting all the, designer shit he was buying you. The trips y'all take in the summer. You ain't never said nothing about him cheating. Did he cheat? No, he didn't cheat, but it ain't always cheating. Well, damn, baby. What more could a nigga have done? He just, and women get frustrated, man. You ask a woman, well, what did he do? What did he do? Where is he fucking up at? Well, he left the toilet seat up. Really, bitch? He always leave the dishes in the sink. Well, who paid for the water? Who paying the mortgage or the rent? Hell, who bought the dishes? He always on the game. Okay, he's on the game. That means he's at home to where you know where he's at and what he's doing. He could be out in the street fucking these hoes. He could be at a motherfucking casino throwing away money. Okay, I see. Yeah. He always in the gym. Baby, he in the gym. You want to get fat? You want to have that motherfucking preacher pot belly? You want to be out here like on TD Jake swallowed up. You don't want that. Women will complain about just like insane shit. Shout out to again the girl Slim, right? Slim said she had a nigga. My husband just wasn't, and I think she said 15 years. She's married for 15 years, had kids, married, whatever. The nigga played football too much. Okay, but he couldn't give her the attention. She get divorced, she get out here, and she want a nigga that's obsessed. She said this now. The woman said this. I just wanted a man that was obsessed, and then I got it and go do something else. Oh, get away from me. Brother, listen to me. Young nigga, old nigga, tall nigga, short nigga, fat nigga, dark nigga, light nigga, okay? Wrong nigga, right nigga. Bars, okay? Bruh, okay? She has to like you more than you like her. I know women say the opposite, but no, because a man is going to be satisfied, okay? She gained a little bit of weight, we good. We can work with that. Even if she gained too much weight. Niggas are, baby, hey, you're 40 pounds heavier than where we was at the beginning. Now we got to start getting on this diet. We got to start going to the gym together. We going, and the crazy part about it is she either going to leave because, oh, you don't love me for me, or she going to work with the nigga, right, to get back to what she was, and she going to leave him after the fact. Tell me I'm lying. How many times we seen the story of the woman that got the fucking surgery and shit, you know what I mean, or whatever, and now she leave the nigga. What up?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was trying to use my Sony camera and I'm not good at hooking it up, so.
Oh Lord. See, you need to fix it, nigga.
I do.
You should have called your fix it, nigga.
I don't have one.
Cap. Okay, but anyway. Let me get to these super chats, man, then we'll get into it. Shout out to a man support man for the 5. Greatly appreciate you, brother. On her utility belt with the F buckle. Okay. So before we get into it, look, I in real time made up the 6 F's. Okay. Let me see if I'm off or if I'm missing something or we need to replace something with, something else. So we got the fuck it, fund it, fix it, feed it, funny, feelings. Are we making all them faces?
Wait, I've never heard of this. We have the what?
I know this is a fantastic real-time original. I just did it before you got here. Thank you for being late.
Okay.
All right, so all right, fuck it, fund it, feed it, fix it, feelings, funny.
Got it.
Is that accurate?
As far as what? Can you give me
the men, the attributes, the 6 men that you usually looking for to make up the one nigga you want?
I'm not looking for 6 men. That was funny.
Not you. Stop. God damn it, women.
You know how the internet go. You got to ask that question different.
Okay. The women say they want. Okay, most women, not you, Lucky. Of course, you're wholesome and.
Yeah, but okay. I'll play that role today. Yes, you do. That would be right.
That would be right. Okay, so I got it right. Okay, so shout out to me for getting it right. Okay, so but now, okay, let's get into it. Hold up. Shout out to T.O. in the building for becoming a member. Greatly appreciate your brother.
Hi, Tia.
You're too down with the gangy. You're one of my members.
And I got this damn what's the name thing. I got to create this shit. I got actually download the Grok shit so I can listen. So, have women forgiven Chris Brown, Lucky?
When were we mad at him?
when he beat up Rihanna.
I mean, but just like relationships. I mean, we was like, oh no, but then guess what we said? What did Rihanna do? When were we actually mad at him? That was the
Oh.
white people that was mad at him. They canceled endorsements. We never canceled Chris Brown. So tell me where Chris Brown was canceled and was on a financial and performance decline. No.
Well, no, I don't. What I think that's the difference, though. I think so. What was actually said and what were did were two different things. And I'm just going by, the things, because I think Chris Brown had something last year or so, and then you had, the angry feminists come up and say a whole bunch of bullshit. Let me see something quick. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think I think you get canceled. Like the industry have been quote unquote blackballing him. That's why he didn't get awards and different things like that. But his fans have always backed him. He never fell off to his fans.
So what do we have here?
She got her ultrasound, and she got Chris Brown holding her ultrasound.
This woman is pregnant with another man's child. And how much do these cost, Lucky? You happen to know? Remember?
I believe they're like $1,000 for
$1,000 at least, right? $1,000. Average rent, I think, is like in the country is like at least 2,000, if not 2,200. Let's Google that real quick. Let me see.
Her baby daddy probably went half.
If that nigga did,
it's just a picture.
Ma'am, $1,000 picture. So the average rent in the US is from $1,600 to $2,100 per month. So we'll meet in the middle and we'll say like $1,800.
Wait. I'm sorry. You said the average is what to what?
Yes, the average.
So why gotta be on the higher end of the average? What?
Because your ass live out the West Coast.
Wait, I'm sick. I would love to have 16.
Come to the South, goddamn.
Okay. Y'all got them flying roaches.
They everywhere. But anyway, so we got this young lady here, and hey, she's what? Is this she's Asian, right? She look Asian to you?
She's not our problem. Yeah.
Asian. Yeah. See, this the Asian persuasion, baby. Black women, see y'all catch a break. And the black woman ain't do nothing.
She could be blazing. She could be, we create all shades. She could be blazing.
Hey, I ain't.
And she could tan. You could tell when you pure Coke. When you get in the sun, you turn red. When
you burn. You burn.
Yeah. So
yeah. I don't know. But either way, right? This woman is carrying another man's child, man, and she is out here paying $1,000 to take a picture with Chris Brown, man. Shout out to Chris Brown.
His bag is up. That's it, and that's his side hustle.
This is he's selling out these fucking stadiums. This is
daughter money. This is daughter money.
This child support or college fund, the extra $1,000, right? So he's selling out all of these fucking stadiums. Chris Brown, that's why he called it the Breezy Bowl. He's going to motherfucking football stadiums. And he went to Africa too and overseas.
He did in Africa last year. Just to say really quickly, he sold out. They booked him because they had 100,000 people in that bowl, and he had to come 2 days, and he sold out both days. It just in Africa.
Yeah, man. Man. Oh, that's another thing too. So you ever been to Europe or overseas?
No, not Europe. No.
Okay, so over there, they got soccer. Soccer's huge, right? People think football's big, bro. Soccer is whole countries. Lucky, they done literally deleted referees for bad calls in soccer games. Like, hey, bow, you're not making it home type shit, right? That's how serious soccer is. So the soccer stadiums are huge. When the NFL actually has games over there, the NFL does like European games, and Jacksonville Jaguars owner, I think he came from Europe, Shad Khan, I think his name. But the Jaguars always play over there, and when they go over there, they do have those 1 or 2 games per year in Europe. Like you say, it's crazy, 100,000 like seating arenas. You know what I'm saying? So the bag, like, again, man, Chris Brown's bag, bro, like crazy.
I don't even think it's a bag no more. That nigga got luggage.
That nigga he got a Brinks truck. He got a truck. And
now he about to do a stadium tour.
Yeah, and he doing this shit stateside now. But yeah, man. Listen. So Lucky, if she had the chance, if Chris Brown was like, hey man, listen, I know you pregnant and all, right? But here's my room number. You can come on up and what you think she doing?
She gonna fuck while she pregnant.
Okay. Hey, so what percentage of women do you think that will pay for a picture with Chris Brown that if he told them, hey, come here?
100%.
100%. Okay. I was gonna say 99. I was gonna, but hey, shout out to Lucky,
To even pay $1,000 to go
man.
see a nigga you want to fuck. You get what I'm saying? I'm not paying $1,000 for nobody else baby daddy. Now, what I will go see is pay $1,000 to be on the floor at your concert. You know what I'm saying? But just to snap it, all right, y'all, to handshake, leave. That was $1,000. That's too much. Now, that's the crazy part. How about buy it $1,000 or even add a little bit more so you can get the VIP experience of the show and you get a picture? You know what I'm saying? You just went just for the picture. He ain't even about to perform or nothing. That's not
listen,
smart.
man. Listen, man. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, desirability is the most important leverage you have with a woman, bro, as a man. Point blank, period. If she don't like you for real, no matter what you do, it's never gonna change that. No matter how much money you spend, no matter how great of a guy you are, if she does not desire you, man, that physical attraction is the most important thing in a man-woman relationship dynamic. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If she got to learn to love you, my nigga, right? Learning to love you means she don't like you for real. And that's some shit that our grandmas and great grandmas and shit had to do because, hey, you feel me? And people that would get, arranged marriages and shit. And we're never going back to that. So please stop using that as
Thank you. I thank you for saying that.
Please stop. Please stop using it like shit's ever gonna go backwards, bro. It's not going backwards. Okay.
If they just raise their daughters to hand over their daughter. No.
This shit not happening. Not happening. Shout out to a man TV. Tell him.
Gonna be AI.
Yeah, for the 20 ball. Greatly appreciate you, brother.
Ain't nothing but some money.
The women who were and still are mad at Chris Brown are the women who knew he would never give them the time of the day. Oh yeah, the fem cells. Yeah, fem cells are just horrible. Shout out to East Coast Kev. Brown photos worth 500. Yeah, and that's I promise you that's a part of the reason why they are, because that would literally be twice the work for him and twice the time. So that's the reason why they did a price point thing. Yeah. So get the same. Yeah. Jesus Christ, that nigga. If it was $500, bro.
Girls pictures and they wanted him to. I just know they smelt the way like, ooh.
Listen, I'm telling. Listen, for $500 for Chris Brown, no glazing type shit. His shit wouldn't even double. It would probably triple. Real shit.
He would have to do. It would probably be around the corner for I want to say at least a weekend. He wouldn't
crazy.
Those pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga like nah. He's like nah. Fuck it. So I keep it at least. I keep it at 1,000. Most hoes ain't got 1,000. They got to finesse that man out of it, you know. And most niggas will be like, bitch, hey, you go to that concert, you're not coming back here. And if you find a thought, listen, Lucky, if you find Lucky, what would you say the percentage of women that's ever spent $1,000 on a man at one time, all at once? A man she's dealing with. Yeah, what would you say?
It'll probably be like 40%.
You know what I'm saying? I would say 30. So I can even live with 40, right? So you mean to tell me most niggas has never had a woman drop $1,000 or rack on him all at once, and this bitch finna go out here to see some nigga? You know, she already paid for the tickets. Lucky, like I said, she already paid for the tickets. I don't give a fuck. It better unless it's
third generation Michael Jackson. That's what you gotta add. He's not some nigga. He's Chris.
No, hell no. We not finna do this. You seen the thing where the person pointed they posted the Michael Jackson ticket stub, the original joint. People were able to go see Michael Jackson for $30. Lucky, $30
You can go see Drake for $60.
No, hell, you can't.
Yes, you can. But listen,
outside you can listen from outside the stadium.
Okay, so what I mean, so I get that. At that time, that could have been great, right? And it probably was, I don't know the finances. But we're talking about today where things have changed. So we're talking about Chris Brown, who has also the most iconic and achieved more things than a Michael Jackson, who has opened the door. So a person this big, it's not just one artist. This is somebody that is to that level of stardom around the world. So it's not just paying $1,000 just for that. Women would pay $1,000 to see Elvis Presley. They would have paid $1,000. All these people to go take a picture with these people. So it's not some new thing. It's like when you're in stardom or you put anybody of any high influence that major, absolutely. They gonna that's a once in a lifetime thing to them.
Even still, fuck that shit. Lucky. She unpaid.
Many are groupies over Chris Brown here. You go to Dre's.
Oh, you're right. It's a couple of niggas. It's a couple of niggas.
All the women back for Chris Brown.
It's a couple of niggas that did the picture thing, and we clowned them niggas to the end of the earth. One nigga did the fucking Super Saiyan, the fusion pose from Dragon Ball Z, and I forget who the other one was, but niggas was like, bro, get the fuck out of here, man. You paying $1,000. You better see what club this nigga going to at the after party and buy you a section and wave at him. Fuck out of here. I'm not finna pay $1,000 to shake another nigga's hand. That
who
nigga,
would you pay $1,000 to see?
Who? In person?
Anybody in the world. Who would you pay $1,000 to see?
Nobody.
I would pay $1,000 to see somebody.
I would now to go to a game. If we're saying like to go to an event,
I said in the world. Is it anybody you would pay $1,000 just to speak to in the world?
No, just to talk to them, to shake their hand and talk to them. The only person that I would have is that he dead and gone.
Who? I just want
Kobe.
Oh, see, you was gonna see. I was thinking of like I pay $1,000 to sit with Trump or somebody like crazy.
No.
Like the prime minister, like, yeah, I'm crazy like that. I pay. It's certain people I would pay $1,000 to sit in front of or talk to me. No. I don't know if there's a celebrity. Would I pay $1,000 to? I'll probably pay $1,000 to go meet Beyonce, like personally, like this. I would. To
take a picture with Beyonce. I mean, I think that would be a reason. But what's crazy?
I get to see Jay-Z and them too. You like, what's up? Even though your picture just with her.
You ain't really trying to see no damn Jay-Z.
Yes, you don't know me.
Oh, you a whole fan?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Okay. You know a little something about some music. Okay. I ain't know that. Look at you.
I defend the Carters. Okay.
Know something about some music. Oh, you the Bayhive. So his by proxy. It ain't really Jay-Z.
No, it's not. No,
what's your favorite Jay-Z album? Hold on. What's your favorite Jay-Z album? What's your favorite Jay-Z album? Nigga, stop stalling. Answer the question. What's your favorite Jay-Z album?
I don't like his albums.
All right, we moving along.
That's what. Do you remember that time I said we could have a conversation about music and how I like music? Like for example, Drake is an artist. For a long time, I was a fan of Drake, and to have a favorite Drake album is probably still the first one. I don't have a favorite. Nothing. I got
The
a
album or you talking about the mixtape? Take Care, not Take Care.
That's right. And then like after I feel like artists when I be liking them, like Nas, I love Nas, but I don't just have a Nas album that I like. Where when I say I like an album, that means it's no skips. I agree with it. I don't. It's rare artists where I have that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gotta be 100%.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think it's gotta be 100%. But you familiar with Southern artists?
Some of them. Mm-hmm.
You know what Juvenile is, right?
Yeah.
400 Degrees.
I wasn't really a fan of Juvenile.
You too young, I think, because 99,
okay,
2000,
so
you was like
you have to think.
99,
So
2000, you was like what in elementary school for sure, like kindergarten.
Yeah. So Jay-Z
okay,
for me, maybe this will help you because I know I had to realize people who Jay-Z fans like Jay-Z for me was like Big Pimp and Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. So that would have been that was like early 2000s. Yeah, that was like early 2000s.
Yeah,
or like
that's
when
I knew about when I knew about that type of rap. So anything prior where like Wu-Tang, I'm not gonna get up here and be like, oh, I'm listening to Wu-Tang and like no.
Okay, well, no. So yeah, listen. So 400 Degrees is probably one of the most underrated albums of all time. Point blank period. I'll stand on that here. 400 Degrees. No skips, none. Like no skips. Even back then they had skits and shit. Even the skits, no skips. 400 Degrees is a no skip album. I can think of a few no skip albums. And 400 Degrees is definitely one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna come back in the chat and I'm gonna look at people dropping albums. See, people say Blueprint, but it was a few songs in there I didn't like. You know,
Blueprint. No, yeah, the original Blueprint. I agree. Blueprint had bangers, but he also had some definitely like at least three of those songs. Where I'm jumping right over them shits.
Okay. Yeah,
that's why I was never a big Pac fan because for me,
I love Tupac. I don't just have a Pac album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or nothing I
couldn't. I only listen to like even outside the radio shit or whatever. I like maybe 40% of Tupac song. So
Machiavelli was All Eyes
yeah,
on Me.
that was like one song. Machiavelli album was that one song.
Biggie though, Life After Death, I will say I could listen to that. I could listen to that.
So now we got our girl.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's our girl name? The girl, Sarah Fontenot, right? She is the. There we go. We got Sarah Fontenot that's about to tell you po ass broke ass niggas that hey man, nah, you'll make the cut.
The conversations that we have and women are literally saying, I make $300,000 a year. If he makes $100K, he's not viable.
But wait, Doc, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying the leadership. It's about leadership. So for me,
but money doesn't equate to leadership.
Now look, what's the price on leadership? What does your funds have to look like? Because she literally just put a price tag on leadership.
You said, what does a person's funds have to look like for me to?
Yeah, what does a man's funds have to look like to be a leader? Because that's the argument.
Funds have nothing to do with leadership.
Now you know who this is, right?
No.
So this is the girl that was she was like supposed to be the anti-Cheyenne Bryant because she had all this positive stuff to say about men in a degree. Mm-hmm. It was like Cheyenne Bryant had an interview with Nick Cannon, then she had an interview with Nick Cannon, and she was like the nicer version. But the more and more you hear her talk, the more and then she sat down. She had she went first on Paul Pierce's thing, and then Cheyenne Bryant, right? So they're like,
I do remember that. I didn't see the interview though, and she was on Cam Newton.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I'm like, here's another doctor.
So yeah, her and Cheyenne Bryant are like, positive, negative type shit, right? Same girl, just different messages, right? Yeah. She's supposed to be the male positive one though. And what's being revealed is that when she was on Paul Pierce, she talked about how she left the nigga alone. Hold real quick. Hold on, stop. Hey, I got it. I gotta like check you niggas because we into this shit, and it's saying I got enough people in here. Let me see. Come on, man. What is we doing, bro? We got damn near 200 people in here. We don't got 100 likes, bro. If you lie, you still kill. Hit the motherfucking like button, man. The like button is free. I appreciate your money, but hit the like button for me and the fucking share button. Okay, I don't care if you ain't got no subs. Okay, hit the like button and the share button.
Do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. They don't want me to sing.
Take off, record. Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Darn more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Hit the like button, goddamn. Shit. That shit free, man. If you're watching on your phone, double tap the screen. All right.
Where did you find this murder video? You wanna know what's funny about that? I was having a conversation about somebody where it'd be like you could be related or grow up in certain environments where the murderer or the person that ain't shit be the funniest or the coolest person.
Hey, be a whole killer. Be a whole motherfucking killer.
Right. That's why you be seeing the people like free such and such. We get that was your brother, but
this nigga
has machetes dancing like he like being in there.
This nigga is a walking delayed abortion clinic. Get him out of here. Lock him up. Do not let him out. Please do not keep him in there.
At all. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying if you are going to lead me in the ways, that means you need to have the mindset. That means you need to have the mentality, the emotions, the spirit, the energy. If you're going to lead this household, I don't want to have to slow down to let you pass me up.
Yeah, so baby, you just said all of those things, and none of those things had anything to do with the monetary value. And look, my problem with this is you're shitting on all of the men that are the reason for you being here, right? If we go back 2 generations, all of those men were humble beginnings. All of those men were, for the most part, factory workers and laborers and stuff like that. And then, you know, the whole racial situations, even, you know, up top and out west, right? Black men still had to deal with, you know, racial discrimination and issues and things, right? Especially when it came to money. So now you're telling me your granddad or your great granddad, you know, for people our age, right, worked on that motherfucking in that factory, right? Worked at the plant, took care of fucking 10 kids, all right? And Big Mama, Meemaw, right there with him, right? But now that you got money in your pocket, if this nigga ain't got money more than you, way more than you, he's not qualified to lead. What happened to character? What happened to loyalty? What happened to wisdom? What happened to, you know, being a good man? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Oh, it was background, so I wanted to wait till the background noise kind of stop.
But yeah, that's the you making yourself light skin.
Somebody asking me something. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, cool. So either way, and I got a super chat anyway. So let me get to that. Shout out to my man, a man sporting man again. Greatly appreciate you. Like button, nigga. Rick James voice. Appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man. Hit the like button, people. All right, cool. Go ahead.
All right. So I guess the part I can understand the financial part component being important because sometimes I think people, when we're having these dynamic conversations, when we hear money, there's instantly a negative response as though you shouldn't want somebody who has money on either aspect, whatever money looks like to you. But I think that because I don't think that that's synonymous with leadership, because you can have money and not have the tools it takes to lead, and you could be a person who's a great leader but you don't have a certain amount of money. So I think now what's happening is that we have a louder voice of women who are probably more than liberated than not, to where their mindset is pretty much adding other parameters as they stay single longer to say, okay, now we're going to add this to the equation. Not only are a leader, you got to have this, and this, but you also got to make this amount. And then from there, it's going to be something else to add on to it, because you have women creating what they think this man is. And usually it's from women who had to create that mindset from a young age because they didn't know what it was. So they're either going off of what they heard, what they see one person get, what they feel like they can submit to. So they're creating this and saying, you need to reach this standard if this is something I'm going to be doing. But truth in all, even the person who has the quote unquote money, that mindset of a person that they're talking about to get to that level, he's going to probably be a very selfish person, because that type of focus you need to reach that level is not going to be really caring about the emotions of other people. So I think when I hear these women in these podcasts kind of say, well, he needs to have this and he needs to have that, that's great for what she's looking for. I think I've just learned not to adopt that being what every woman is looking for, because the average woman is not even saying that. Now, what's going to happen is a person may think, oh, because she got doctor in front of her name, like Cheyenne Bryant, okay, this must be right. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it wrong. I need to be looking for a man. Like, that's where it gets messed up. But you don't really hear the average woman saying all these extra things. Oh, he's a leader if he makes this much money. Well, I don't. Because it's like, well, how does that look? So you got these fucking streamers making money and they weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? Flimsy ass men. They can't fix nothing. They don't know nothing, but they make it. They got the money. So how are we measuring leadership if it has something to do with the amount of money you make? Like, but not.
That's what I'm saying. It's a price tag. What she's saying is a price tag on leadership. And shout out to Creed. What question? Would that be an example of her bashing a certain demographic or her stating her particular preference? Well, it could be both. And I'll say this, Creed. Whenever she comes on this platform, she knows that she says that she's representing Black women to a degree. So if she's going to state it as her personal preference, that's one thing. But she's not supposed to only be, remember, she's a dating coach, life coach. So she has to remove herself. And this is a major problem that a lot of women do, is they personalize it and they talk about them when you're supposed to be a representation or speaking for the group of the people. So if that was the case, to where, hey, she's really doing the thing of whatever this her preference, it should have been clear about, hey, this is me. But then she has to speak to the regular schmegular woman. And I told y'all, I am every woman's disease is real. Okay. With Black women, is intensified by 10,000%. Okay. So when Cheyenne Bryant gets up here and says shit, oh yeah, girl, she right. I'm not, that nigga don't let me have the password to his phone and everything to all his social media. Fuck him. I'm out. Bitch, what? Huh? This woman right here, oh, if I make 300,000, he makes 100,000. That was a scenario again. I think they will get to the 70K or whatnot, right? But if she makes 300,000, I make 100,000, he needs to catch up to my level. Why does he need to catch up to your level? If he's a great man, he's clearly at $100,000, not some Rudy Poo, underachieving ass nigga, right? That means y'all got $400,000 together. He just increased your salary by $400,000. Okay. Mind you, again, let's make it best case scenario. Y'all ain't got no kids yet. You got a career. He got a career. You both gonna make it to retirement. You both got a pension. You both got investments. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the right thing you're supposed to do. So this man, no kids. He's not crazy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's making $100,000 a year. You're making 300,000. If y'all get together, hell, that's 400,000. And within a couple of years, y'all will be at $500,000 because of rate increase, right? Pay increase. So that's what I'm saying. Look, and I get confused to where, oh, that nigga don't make this, bitch. What are you saying? If y'all are together, all the money gets combined, and now, okay, You have that much more money because that man is coming into the situation. Now now I understand it. That's a whole big disparity. But at the same time, I thought love was love, right? You know what I'm saying?
I think people put too much emphasis on love. All this shit we be talking about ain't love. I'm sorry. That's just it don't be. Things have to make sense. So what you're talking about is, and I totally agree, is compound. People don't understand how powerful compounding is because that's not something that was taught. So when you're talking about most of the time, and what I hear, even in this clip, the issue is survival. So when these are probably women that weren't raised with certain type of environments. Usually when you're not, you date off of the idea of survival. So you're looking for somebody in a fear-mongering way that says, if this person don't have this amount of money, this can happen, this can happen, this can happen. So he needs to have this. Because if I fall, like that's usually the way it looks, the way it's looking at. But if you're saying compound living, then that just means that you have people who don't know how to money manage and actually make it work, even if he does not make. Because what is the dollar amount she gave that makes you a leader?
She said 100K wasn't enough. We're gonna get to it, and I think they're gonna end up at 70K
in
or something like that.
California, that's low income. Now,
what 100K?
Mm-hmm.
That's cap.
Okay.
That's cap. Lucky.
Okay.
Lucky. They just had the increase of, remember, $20 per hour for the fast food workers. I promise you, nobody that's a regular worker.
Hold on. Right now, they're considered low income and they're homeless, making $100,000 a year in California.
Ain't no way you fucking homeless making 100,000. Look,
okay,
that's too far. And if so, you definitely need to move, because if you're making $100,000, you can afford to transfer somewhere else and stop torturing yourself.
I think New York was the first place where, in order to live there, the average person you have to make $150 comfortably. California is not that much different. So in California, especially like the popular cities now, if you make $100,000 a year, you're considered low income and a part of the struggling people.
That is but that's what I'm, so look, this is what I'm saying, right? So let me I'm not saying that you're wrong, right? The consideration part, you're right. What I'm saying is this: there's always a group of people that's making well under that, well under $100,000, which I would think would be 85 to 90% of the fucking thing. You feel me? That's or somewhere around that. The average salary for individual, I think, is 70K, 65K. Let me see.
You're considered poverty. Now, that doesn't mean when you hear that or when they just post, I shared it actually on my Instagram. It doesn't mean that you only got bread and butter for dinner for the next month. No, it means that you may be able to float, but you're really just working to just float. You're still considered poverty if all you have after you pay your bills is just the money to pay your bills. Most people do not have money for an emergency. They do not have money in their savings. They are going through their savings, especially in the state of California, when they make $100,000 a year, because their home taxes, if they own a home, they also can't. There's a lot of things going on. So those are people that don't. There's a lot of places where you can live, even in Florida, is considered expensive, and there's a lot of people who don't make the amount.
No. Well, it's places in Florida. So if you live in Miami area, South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Fort Myers, Orlando, Tampa, those places, that's expensive, right? Everywhere else is manageable, and then we don't have state.
That's why I said, okay, so California has a similar rule. People don't want to live in valley places. So when I'm saying California, I'm talking about, of course, Los Angeles, San Francisco. So those like popular city places, especially people like us, we like to live in those popular inner city places. That's why New York is taking a hit, but you can move outskirts of New York. You know,
that's crazy. But like I said, people living in the city is ridiculous.
It's just like how they were saying. I just heard where they're announcing Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, it keeps rising, but people keep moving there. But they're complaining that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like money. It's gonna raise when more people want to move there, but the cost of living there is still so high, so that if you make $100,000 a year,
you better move your ass to Smyrna. I'm with
you.
You better move to Smyrna. You better move to McDonough. Even McDonough is what's the name now? I'm trying to think of what that the one is right outside of McDonough. But yeah, even those outskirt cities start, like I said, as it goes up, they consider them subsidiaries of those cities. So now you get a rise of everything around it. But yeah, that's why I say too. I have sympathy for people, but I think, look, you spoke to the most important thing. Our financial literacy and our understanding of money is so bad, so horrible, and a lot of shit is self-inflicted.
That's why these conversations are like that.
Yeah, because if you can't afford it, move.
So it's just like, okay, if you make 70 and this person make 4, I'm not putting a gender on it. This person make 50, that's average 50. This person makes 70. I'm trying to figure out why, or if we compound it in the household, I'm trying to figure out.
That's $120,000 fucking dollars. That's a whole nother. That's not two tax brackets. That's a whole nother tax bracket.
But
if you were one person.
Most of us now that are single people, I'm just saying, like I said, a group of single people that be whatever in these conversations. Most people, if you mated them together, you can get a 6-figure household out of each of them.
Exactly.
So all this
not most, because the average, I just looked at it. So the average salary for us is like 40K. So you put two 40K people together, you be at 80. But still, like I said, in 90+% of the country, 80K is good in most hoods.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Or move
80K is good
else.
in most hoods.
And take your kids and your family out the fucking hood. Raise them somewhere more suburban, like anyway.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. Listen, man.
I'm trying to survive in the hearts of I grew up here. Get your ass somewhere.
I got it out the mud and all this other shit. Yeah, man, get the fuck out of here, my nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I have a friend that moved to Minnesota. She been hating it since then. But her life has gotten better, but she bored out of her damn.
Hey.
Boredom is greatness. Boredom is
damn right.
You better
boredom is safe, secure, stable, and all that good shit.
And you have a reason to plan.
Doesn't make that much money.
That's true.
Right? The actual listener is making 50, 70, maybe 80. Right. So what happens to the man that only makes 50, 70, 80? Is he now completely disqualified? Because we've completely changed the conversation. We said average. Now we're talking about men that make $300,000 a year. We can't even keep the conversation to the same topic of the average.
Shout out to her, man. Again, I don't know how or why, whenever we start having this conversation about money and whatever, I know partially why. Every nigga, since Kevin Samuels, every nigga is a high value, high earner, whatever the fuck, right? Everybody make $100,000, even though we know it's like, I think overall, I think it's something like 15% of black people might make 100,000 of all black. Actually, no, I think it's 9% of all black people make 100,000, something like that, right? So a lot of you niggas lying, okay? A lot of you niggas is lying. Okay, it is cool though. We understand. So we start having this conversation about funds, right? And finances. We got a whole bunch of people that's never made this kind of money, has no financial literacy, no savings, no property, no investments, making all of these disqualifiers. And the now we shift to the gender aspect of it. Oh, you niggas is broke. You niggas is cheap. You niggas is this, you niggas is that. Baby, what do you expect from a man that's fucking living in Montgomery, Alabama? Okay? There is no job for him to make fucking, $200,000.
Unless he work at like, wow, not never been in Alabama, but unless you work at like Pepsi, Co.
Not even still, you're not making even then, those really good factory jobs.
I'm in Vegas, okay.
Those really good factory jobs there, you're not making that for the most part. You feel what I'm saying? Because everything is adjusted to what the area is. So the people that's making $100,000 or whatever in Alabama, if somebody in Alabama hit me up in the chat, let me know. That's gonna be like your doctors, your lawyers, you know what I mean? It's gonna be very, and I'm not saying it's absolutely no opportunities, of course. Nothing is all, but it's very limited in those areas. Like I can't think of a job that you can work in Macon, Georgia, where you make $100,000. I don't even think a lawyer there is making that, unless you're like, you know what I mean, the DEA for the city or something.
I think what you just added to is because when I'm thinking of something, I'm in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and they constantly building it. So I'm seeing it. I'm in the conversations. So I can see what's going on. But I think maybe these women are in certain environments in certain areas. So these dollar amounts are coming in. And maybe it's just like the Kevin Samuels. Or what's the ideal amount for you not to work at all? The numbers sound crazy, and I think most people answering don't have the accurate amount of understanding money or money management or anything like that. But I think most people could be speaking at areas that they live in or where they would want to live and what it costs to maintain. Because sometimes, a lot of times people don't want to just, especially if you have kids, you don't want to just raise your kids. You want your kids to have the best, you know? So it's like, I think a lot of that comes into play too when you hear them mention the dollar amounts. It's almost as though it's his money, then it's my money. It's never a mindset that says this is our household income.
Oh, whoa, brother. You must don't know how gold work, brother. Precious metals is always that. If you bought gold a couple of years ago, your investment is almost double, brother. So be careful about, you know what I'm saying, talking shit about gold, because gold is always and will always be valuable and the standard for a reason, good brother. Okay. Shout out, hold on, I got a shout out, man, supporting me again. Appreciate you, brother, for Atlanta. I paid $2,000 for a month for a loft. Yeah, man. Listen, bro.
Damn, that's cheap for a loft. Do you know the lofts out here are like $4,500?
It's still Georgia. All y'all shit out there is what's the name? I heard they say Vegas is dying, look. They say Vegas,
No,
like
they're saying the party scene because of the trade that just happened. So they're actually charging people for like the parking and stuff. So people was like, I'm not paying for all the extra stuff. Even people out here, like, yes.
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The tourism, because motherfuckers can't afford it. The tourism is you know what I'm saying. So like you said, most people that come through Vegas are visitors, huh?
A slice of pizza from a year ago, the same slice of pizza that was $13 is now $22. Before that, it was $7. That's how the little prices change. A margarita at Margaritaville, I want to say probably like 10 ounces, has went from $12 to 18 something.
What the hell y'all putting on a pizza out there, pussy? From 7 to 22. What the hell we got going on?
But
what we got going
like
on?
That,
what?
where it's like, hold on, because before it was just the casinos. Now it's not that. Now they adding all this up. Yeah, it's crazy.
But that's another thing too. Did they still do comps at the casinos, like free drinks and shit while you play? Is that that's still a thing?
They still do that.
Because I know they said some people were saying that shit. You know, some stopped it or they slowed down or whatever. You feel me? So I don't know, man, because I know like the only thing I fuck with the casinos for real is the buffets. They got the best buffets.
Yeah, and I used to love. They got lobster meat. They lobster
roll.
Yeah,
but now that shit expensive because it used to be
$17 for the meal. The lobster roll. That shit $30.
Yeah, that's the shit.
And it's the same size. I bought that. I'm like, okay, cool, because it's lobster. I'm like, I thought it got bigger.
Yeah, no, man. I that's one that don't ever offer me no fucking lobster roll, bro. That's the biggest finesse ever. I don't know how these motherfuckers find a half a hot dog bun. Okay,
it's Texas toast.
Not whatever. Okay, that's I don't even at $20. Fuck out of here. I'll be pissed off every time. Every time I get lobster rolls. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna get me an actual little sub sandwich with lobster in it. Nope.
They do be cheating you out of the lobster. They do.
Definitely. Not now. Get them out of here, man.
They do.
Average man, he's still being bypassed in the conversation. Right. Yeah. So if he's being bypassed in the conversation where we can't even stay on topic and talk about the man, imagine the women that's listening to the conversation, their mind is still going to the $300,000 man.
Can I just say one more thing? Even if you are that 50, 60, 70,000 earning man, there is still a desire for you at some point to make enough to where your wife doesn't have to work.
Yes.
Bro, no, the fuck is not.
Shut up.
This simple ass bullshit. Still lispy. This nigga still lispy. Stop it, bro. No, listen. Again, if she does not motherfucking contribute, my nigga, okay? If she does not contribute, she don't fuck with you, man. That was the purpose of setting this shit up with the Chris Brown shit. The Chris Brown shit, bro, and a lot of other things these women do for the men they like. They will never even listen. They tricking for Chris. They never gonna fuck that man. Chris ain't gonna go drop no dick off in these hoes. They paying $1,000 on top of whatever it is,
and they know they're not his type. That's the
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They don't care. They don't care. You just had girls last year claiming that Chris Brown kicked the dark skinned girls out, didn't let them in the section and some shit, right? Who you be seeing motherfucking pay them $1,000 some motherfucking picture, right? So this bullshit thing, and this is where the quote unquote red pill male positivity, male empowerment shit came in, bro. You should not be trying to motherfucking make it to where your wife ain't never got to work again and all this stuff. No, baby, no. If that happens or whatever, it happens. As a man, you should be trying to progress. You be trying to make as much money as you can possibly make, but we know for everybody that shit's gonna cap out, bro. It's gonna cap out, right? You ain't Elon Musk, you ain't Jeff Bezos, you not motherfucking Bill Gates, right? You're not Mark Zuckerberg, so you're going to have a cap on the amount of money that you can make, all right? So if a woman is going to deal with you, she should be understanding that wherever you at in your career field is going to eventually cap out. Now, if you are, mindful enough to start some type of entrepreneurial endeavor, cool, fine, right? That works out. And you should be, I say you should be using your real job to pay for your dream job or your dream business or whatever, right? Fund that. But we know that's a very, very limited group of people. So what we're talking now is every man got to be this motherfucking financial expert and, major earner and all this other shit. And it's just unrealistic, man. And that don't make you a lesser man because somebody, guess what, look, there's going to always be a janitor. There's always going to be somebody flipping a fucking burger at McDonald's, at least to the robots take over.
Okay. I was about to say 2027. I think we should all be having conversations that making sure that your position and your skills are able to adapt to the shift that's happening. So I think I'm just be honest. These conversations is so fucking irrelevant to what's happening as to why people should think about getting together. These people should be the last people anybody should be thinking about talking to, because you're on a podcast saying, oh, he needs to make this amount of money with no information, with not even thinking that, okay, no, you're talking about a man who just needs to be ambitious to understand I always need to be. I think most people understand that. So I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about, because I've never met a man that didn't understand that he needed to be ambitious. Even if he didn't want to be, he still knew he needed to be. So whether it be, like you saying, he may have a job where, let's say it is 50,000 a year, but he may have a side hustle to add to whatever he got going on. And he's also into this. I know more men that are into crypto and what's going on than women. Women still talking about
XRP, baby.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's anything that I know about crypto, binary options, media trading, anything has always been for men. When I'm in those trading sessions, learning things like that, it's always been a group of men. For her ass to be sitting on this couch right now is because men have created an environment for women to even talk. So to say like, oh, he needs to be having this, I think that's great for her, but it's like, what are you contributing? Where are we going to go? Like, it's like these people have conversations like they don't know what's going on in the world today to understand even more of the plight that we already had. Is added other stress to that, to what I already need to come in with. And this man is saying, oh, well, you should understand that for your wife to respect you, you need to make more money. No, her respect shouldn't be based on the money you make. Now, if something could happen where the respect, if you lose your job or you lose your footing or your extra side hustle, or maybe your main job, and so all you relying on is the side money until you get this. Are we saying that the respect is supposed to adjust? No, that means you didn't respect me in the first place. You respected what I could do for you.
Thank you. That's the whole thing, man. There should not be, if she's putting a price tag on your respect, my nigga, it's never there. Point blank period. If she putting a price tag on respect and whether your leadership, dog, that's not the woman for you. Get out of there immediately.
Are people not able to make a living and provide a beautiful life with $50,000? That's crazy. That is exactly what he said. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said.
Shout out to, hey, I don't know who this woman is. Shout out to her though. She's keeping it real than anybody else on the panel right now. Shout out to her. And like I said, I don't know if she's married to a man or she at some point in time, maybe she was or has a son or whatever. But the women have to say this, because when a man says, "Oh, nigga, you just broke. Oh, nigga, you just cheap. Oh, nigga, you just don't want to spend no money. Oh, nigga, you just stingy," right? And it's like, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, well, what do you think when they say he cheap? Cheap what? Like I'm gonna be honest, our clothes don't even cost that much compared to men clothes. So what is cheap? What is cheap? We get away with way more. What the fuck? He cheap. He ain't and then bitch. First of all, and honestly, when I just realized bitches is eating shit and they be on podcasts, you bitches is eating shit. So you probably one of them girls that's like, oh, it ain't enough. First of all, them bags cost how much to actually make. So I think we're over the fact that you need me to spend $500 on a bag that costs way less to fucking make. Probably not even $5 to make. So can we get out of this materialistic talking about he's cheap? What does he need to pay for? Let's start that out. What is a necessity that you saying is cheap? And if it's so cheap, I'm confused why you can't go fucking get it. That's
just it. Look, so even if she making the money, you gotta the money you make is making up for the money she ain't got to spend, right? So even though she ain't never been to Ruth Chris or a Michelin star restaurant in in her life, she saw it on fucking IG. So now, nigga, if you can't afford to take her there, you broke or you cheap, right? So what happens is, again, the I am every woman's disease kicks in, and these women are living vicariously through other women that are in totally different other things. Like you said, shout out to you. Look, these bitches will literally get shit on, literally. Okay. And it was so crazy. I don't know. Did you ever heard of Tag the Sponsor?
No.
So Tag the Sponsor, they shut it down. Look, so Tag the Sponsor was probably hot. I want to say, fellas, correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say about 5 years ago, right? So Tag the Sponsors was this thing on IG, right? And they were literally exposing these women that were influencers and just random bad bitches or whoever. One of the girls, and the reason I called it because it was a girl that was in the Navy. She was active duty Navy. Look, dude hit her up, right? Hey, you're very beautiful. Can I you interested in coming to Dubai? And she like, yeah, like what's up? Well, we give you 10K American. Come here and we have fun. Fun? What do you mean by fun? Well, me and my friends, we, are you okay with camel? Lucky they ended up bringing a camel into the scenario, and she was like, oh, fuck it. The shit these women doing, not just like bestiality and Dubai is a real thing, man. Dubai was a real thing. Okay.
And to allude to a person, if a person makes under a certain amount of money, to say that they don't have the ability to lead, provide, and have all of these things, that's exactly what y'all are saying. Y'all,
that shit is diabolical. Again, like I said, now you're literally taking away a man's manhood for a price tag. If you don't make X amount of dollars, you not a man, nigga.
And look, and this is why men start to do undercover shit for money. And this is why I don't like the idea that there are weak men out there that will listen to this and start to shift what their masculinity is from the viewpoint of women. I don't care. I think your masculinity should be what you are because you learned that from other men who are the things that you mimic to see. Fuck anything that has to do with a woman. That comes with a man. These women are saying all this shit because they're looking. We understand what masculinity is when we see it. When you start to adjust, or I'm going to make this much, you are a lane. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do as a man. It should not have to be contingent upon what a bird is saying because the same bitch that's going to say, we know what woman going to do for the right type of nigga. You just saw it.
Exactly.
We don't know what type of man Chris Brown is in his household. We don't know his leadership. We know his success. That takes a certain type of man. But I'm saying, as far as in a relationship, we don't see him in a long-term relationship where he's able to do it. So we know what women are able to do just for that dream soul of just to be next to somebody. So no, I hate that the main person making sense is this woman and not the man. And we can see that this particular man has a platform that he built, but you also couldn't sustain the leadership quality. So the people there didn't have repeated messy situations. So even you with the dollar amount are lacking the qualities of leadership as we talking about it. Because when your brand or anything that you built starts to come down, whatever it is, it falls on the leader. That has a lot to do with how you are as a man. So I don't know. This shit is so dry. Like, what are we saying? These be single people, and they like, yeah, no, because I'm still 50. And if he gonna have to be with me, he gotta meet whoop, 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 and he needs this amount of money. It's like, girl, ain't nobody doing that shit. The best for you is situationship.
Hey, your husband be the only thing keeping your ass out that abusive nursing home. Just saying. Or that man that you okay.
For
Going
real.
a roundabout a way to say it, but that's how people are perceiving the things that y'all say.
There's a component of this that we are missing, and that is that men that are not happy with where they are financially are mean. They treat you terribly. Okay, if you meet somebody and they're a 300K woman, that may not be quite the lane for you. It doesn't mean that
Baby, you I'm gonna say you not her. Okay, you're not her. And apparently, you know, some milk dud head ass nigga claims that Sarah is dealing with millionaire nigga now or whatever, right? Allegedly. Okay. How and why is she only dealing with him? Why is she not married? The woman that talks about all of this, you know, positive relationship shit and God and, you know, understanding this and that. How does this woman that has all the right answers? My bad, I gotta get the Ali super chat. Have all the right answers, still not have that man secure. Like that's what bothers me, and that's where it gives brothers cause to pause. And it's like, bitch, you hold on. You mean to tell me? And she's moderately attractive, right? She got a lot of fucking makeup
They
on.
all are attractive.
Yeah, even little thickums right here. She all right. I mean, I don't know. Her makeup kind of uneven. I don't know if you can see it.
That don't even matter because I didn't see people married that look way worse. So that looks don't even matter. They don't.
Yeah, but she not no three.
To a certain extent, they do, but they don't.
Yeah, but
they don't.
If she making 300,000, I guess she's saying that's the 300,000 part. But outside of that, no, baby, $300,000 niggas.
Where does she live? Where he has to have 300,000 outside of her money?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that it'll only be a few places, like you said. Look, DC, New York, Chicago, Atlanta, Miami, Vegas, LA, San Francisco. You know, I'll say, like I say, it's still less than 10%, less than 5% of the population.
See, I said, where does she live? Where he needs to make that outside of her. So even him making, now you know what I'm saying? You add into what you just said, you adding your income to his. This just kind of seems like this is a very little girl approach to me. To see
nigga shaming.
Women. But it's just like I want to be a little girl. I want to sit and do nothing. I want you to come in and you need this amount of money to take care of me and all my wants. And you're not a little girl. You're a grown woman with responsibilities and older. I don't get it.
Yeah. Shout out to Ali in the building with the 20 ball. Greatly appreciate you, brother.
Ain't nothing but some money.
If a woman loves you, the only dollar amount that matters is what it takes to love you. She wants to invest in you, not take from you. Same for a man, because it isn't gender specific in Lucky's voice. Money gone when you die. Yeah, man, that's the biggest thing. And brothers, you got to understand that if she's coming in and how much money you make and all this other shit, and this bitch ain't no motherfucking CPA, okay? This bitch ain't got some type of financial degree or some shit. She work at a bank. Bitch, what is you going on? What you trying to what you got going on? You ask me all these fucking business questions. Okay, is this a date or a fucking business proposal? Okay, is this a business model? Fuck out of here. What are we doing? Shout out to the is wigs falling off and dildos on the floor, and they want more money. Off topic, but we talking about money. Yeah, man, it's still the delusion and the expectation. Shout out to Dedicated My Children's Future for the gifted 5 memberships. Greatly appreciate you, brother.
Ain't nothing but some money. You're too down with the gang. You're one of my members.
Everybody that received those memberships, please tell him thank you and please maintain them. Greatly appreciate it.
value you less. It doesn't mean, but you're going to perform better. You're going to be a better person. You're going to have a better mindset. You're going to be in a clearer space when you feel valued, safe, at peace with where you are. And it's no harm, no foul in that. Stay there in that lane with the women that are in alignment with you. And don't be mad at us calling us broke, gold diggers, dirty, bald head scallywags on the internet because we are in this lane. It will be wonderful.
We is crazy. She better be speaking French, Lucky. She look French to you? Cause I mean, nah, man. I like him thick, but she not pretty enough. Right? So she not pretty enough. You heard what I said? I ain't stutter. Lucky, you are a girl. I know you see all of this mismatched motherfucking makeup up here. Her forehead is dark brown. Her face is light.
I can understand the makeup you not liking, but to say her features change or she's not pretty, I mean,
Yeah, take the makeup off. She's not. Well, it's not just a feature.
Girls that look better without makeup.
She doesn't have a pretty face. That's why she got all that makeup on it. I'm not saying she's hideous.
You could be attractive and not be considered
average
pretty.
at best, and she a little below average. That's why she got all that makeup on.
Video of average at best. If they're not the same person. I'm not going to do that. She's not.
What?
We've seen the average at best woman. Could put her.
I'm not saying she exactly looks exactly like her, but this is average at best.
No, what I'm saying is no way that face could be average at best and be in the same lane as this face at average at best. I'm not doing
to meet a man.
Yeah, it's different kinds of faces. Look, trust me. Take my word for it. I'm the fucking BBWologist out here. Okay, I'm the expert. Okay. No, there's no bad bitch hidden up under them 40 pounds. Okay. No, she's not 40 pounds away from a bad bitch. She's 40 pounds away from just a smaller average bitch. Respectfully.
And he's like, babe, let's do this together. Let's build. I got this, you got that. You got my back, I got your back. But the reality of it is because I went to school, I was valedictorian, I graduated, I got a master's degree, I did all this. Now you mad at me because you're not in my lane. Get in your lane, make some more money, and then come over here. Now we all why y'all always do this? Now when Sarah was talking, I could halfway understand it. Sarah's, she's moderately attractive, she's slimmer, the things that men, she's the model woman that men say they want.
So
right?
Sarah could say fuck shit because she looked better.
We
should just deny fuck shit no matter what you look like.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. So if you had somebody, let's say you had a nigga try to say you some bullshit, you want to be an ugly ass nigga doing it or at least a good looking nigga doing it?
I'm gonna call him out the same. I don't give a fuck what okay, whatever. You talking to somebody who's okay years without being in men's faces. I am okay with that. Ain't no nigga ever cute.
Okay, well, take your ass out of it. The average woman want a good looking nigga to lie to him.
I think that's a young thing. I feel like us as women, we all get finesse, right? We all get whatever. I think once you learn those horrible lessons, these women are older than me. They shouldn't still be talking like this. You see what I'm saying? That's something you should learn. So I think that's what I'm speaking from.
Shout out to this might be risky in the motherfucking building, man. Shout out to him, man. Greatly appreciate your brother for the 20 ball.
Ain't nothing but some money.
Now, the main topic at hand. 6 niggas, Lucky? Y'all need 6 niggas? 6 niggas? 6 niggas? We done went from all the 6s to 6 whole niggas, man. What's going on with this, Luck? What the hell going on, man? What y'all got going on?
The 6 God.
I'm gonna start a little bit beforehand because again, it's for you guys that don't know, I guess you're not familiar with. You got Mandy and this girl. I'll never know this girl's name. Right? I don't know what the hell. You know what her friend's name is?
I don't know none of these young ladies. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you got Mandy.
Her pants.
Huh?
I said I like her pants. Her jeans are cute.
The floral joints. Let me see. Shout out to hold on. Let me see. A man sporting man again. Lucky. You just said a short man can't tell you nothing.
No, that's why they be spazzing out. The fuck you thought you ate?
Removing the fear.
Now, first and foremost, the dynamic. Okay, that's all. I'm not even gonna say anything. This is not their podcast. This is her and this lady's podcast right here.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Looks like see.
Who's beautiful?
Just push play.
Yeah, we not finna. Yeah, let's not do that.
I like your hat.
And valuing yourself. So back when I was very uncomfortable with my weight, I realized I sought validation in men. I sought like a man wanting to fuck me made me feel sexier. What?
Again, Hamp, now that you're here, hopefully you're still here, brother. What did I tell you? That's a woman's fucking delusion, not the man. The nigga ain't gotta tell her, he ain't gotta sell her no dream. Just dropping dick off in a bitch in her head is validation. A woman does that. It's a protective mechanism psychologically for them. That if a man is having sex with me, I must be sexy. No, baby. You just have a pussy. Ladies, a man wants you to have sex with you. Does not mean he's, you're beautiful. Okay? He just got some pressure to get up out of his back. All right?
The fuck? You know what I mean? And so it wasn't until I really started like leaning into self-love and knowing like the things that I wanted and being able to vocalize them. That's one thing. Because again, pleasing some guy, I don't know why we were taught that if you have sex with a man, they're gonna like you more. Mm-hmm. That is a lie.
Yes.
That is a lie. I don't know why. Why the hell? Why was that even talked to us as like, if you just give them a little something, you'll no. I mean, that's not culture. A man is that's American. No, that's across the board. Yep. We were taught that, well, if you have sex with him, he'll like you a little bit more. Which is why, like, we have all these struggles with like how early we get it to him.
Wait. She said we were taught that if you have sex with him, he'll like you. I never was taught that.
Yeah. No,
okay, I just want to make sure you understand. I've never heard.
That's whole explaining. That's whole explaining.
You do that. You assume that when you get older. Nobody taught you that. You think that when you get older.
Definitely no, because that's the thing. Because every woman is taught for the most part, dad or no dad or whatever. All these niggas want to fuck.
Exactly. Okay? Don't give it up.
Yeah, every nigga is after the pussy, baby. That's first and foremost. So thank you, Luck, for calling that out.
Life with him, but he's already decided what shelf you're going to be on. And if you don't want to be on that shelf, being on that shelf for 2 more years is not the win that you think it is. It's not. So you'll get the attention. So that's the thing is, for some people, having sex is the only way you're going to maintain that person's attention. Mm-hmm. But it's a level of attention that you're not even interested in.
Life was such a good way. Like, I think one of the most powerful things I've heard from, when you're kind of looking for affirmations from your partner, and if you're non-monogamous, sometimes you need them a little more than extra. I wasn't feeling good one day, and I made a joke. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting old, baby, my back, this and that. You gonna get some hot young pussy one day and be like, I'm done with this bitch. He's like, yo, I'm not saying you don't have the best pussy in the world, but I could have a bitch. I could have 10, all of them, give me everything I need sexually, and it still wouldn't make me feel like they were it for me. And I really believe men feel this way. Now for us, I don't know, I think my heart's in my vagina. Like, you start fucking it, I love you, but
what I told y'all. Listen.
I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all can't trust her, but keep going.
Hold on.
Oh no, she said the dick was so good that as she started rocking, she just got into it, and all of a sudden she said something just hit her, bam, all upside his head, just slapped him. Dick will make you slap somebody.
Listen, you control that pussy, you control that woman. Maybe not forever, all right, because nothing is forever. But if you can please that pussy, my nigga, all right, especially if you are number 1, or I'll say top 3. Lucky if you carry the what's her name best she ever had in life, nigga, for life. New world order. Okay, for life. I got women that of course we not on that type of time no more, but that'll still every now and again. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? And so on and so forth. La la la. Hey, I'm good. You good? You just because of, again, she just there again. A way to a man's heart is through his dick, then his stomach. Okay, it's not his stomach, it's dick first. Okay, that's another lie niggas told. A man, way to a man's heart is through his stomach. No, you can feed a nigga all day. If you ain't giving no pussy, he don't give a damn. Okay, it's that pussy first. Okay, same thing with women, but especially more so for women, because women are receivers by nature. And if a woman is actually sexually pleased, okay, the internal orgasm, my nigga, It's over with. Any thing to add to that, Luck, or any? Am I wrong or any of those things?
I think I think we went over that. It's a science to that. So no, you're right.
Okay.
Do realize that we lead with sex because we sometimes want the emotional.
But we also got to stop even the mindset of women thinking that their pussy is the best. Their pussy can get a guy to do something that the next one can't, or that it's better.
Hey.
Okay, so wait. What I've learned is she was raised, if you have sex with men, they'll like you. Your shit is loose, so you can't understand that conversation. That's just it. But I like her braids and her pants still. I'll fuck with her, But friend.
But yeah, she pegged niggas, so that's what fucked me up with her, man. That's what fucked me up with her. I thought Mandy was cute as a motherfucker. But hey, she out here,
Well, that's a whole other conversation. The peg.
She out here got niggas.
Listen. We talking. They know.
Shout out to motherfucking Fatty in the motherfucking building, man. Putting the club soda on it, man, with the 50 ball. Greatly appreciate you, brother.
$25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
He said, y'all make a hold on, let me do it on my Fatty voice. Y'all make a good duo, fun show. I think that's a good Fatty impersonation. All right. I learned how to speak some Portuguese. Appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate you, man, for the 50 ball, bro. Listen, man. Yeah, baby, your pussy is probably not the best. Probably not. Now, if it is, a nigga gonna let you know. But then too, you really can't niggas to say anything for real shit when they come to keep getting the pussy. But when it really is the best, you'll know. I'm just saying, you'll know.
Yeah, I think too is that we put too much emphasis on the sexual component because we're not connecting outside of that. So that's why you have more conversations. He got to do this. He got to do this. He got to do way more in the bedroom if you don't, especially if you're lame and he's short. You got to do way more.
Be your own people.
It's cushy.
Because that's what they say during sex, Mandy.
Yeah, but and he probably say it to everybody else. You know what I mean? So I think also just getting out of your mind, not only the objectification, but the comparison of what other women are looking like out there, what they're doing out there, and really just leaning into like, what the fuck do I want?
Now, Lucky, I'm gonna just press play.
I think us letting men know what we want from the gate is super helpful too, because a lot of times when a man is having an experience with dating women, all of us are guilty of, I can't do this because I need to wait a certain amount of dates. I'm looking for love, so I shouldn't lead with just sex. But like literally, I was looking for love the whole time when I started having casual sex. I just started to accept my fate. Like the pursuit sometimes.
Say that more about that. I just started to accept my fate. What does that mean?
I have always wanted love. Matter of fact, I'll give you an easy example. You and Jared didn't have kids yet at your last place when I first did your podcast. I remember watching you guys kiss and enjoy each other and thought, I really want this sometime. They look so great. Or this is such a nice house. I can imagine this, that feeling of it, right? Went on a date later that night, thought about that. I know I want this for myself, but my fate is it doesn't always have to be him.
Shout out to her, man. Listen, stop comparing your life to other people's lives. Please stop doing that in any and every facet, bro. All right. Now, you can use some people, I would say, as a benchmark, right? Or a goal. You know what I'm saying? For they have some, but don't personalize it to that person specifically. Broaden it, right? I tell people this shit a lot of just with the workout thing, right? Oh, nigga, you not lifting. So, you know how many people get hurt and fuck themselves up in the gym and never can go back to the gym ever again because they tried to, ego lift and, just do some shit they really weren't prepared for. This nigga over here, yeah, he got muscles out the ass, pause, right? But you don't know what the hell that nigga taking, all right? I promise you, ain't no grown man got a whole bunch of motherfucking acne on his back and all over his body because of, his hormones, his own natural hormones, if you know what I'm saying, right?
It could be dirt.
I ain't no dirt, baby. That's that
no,
nigga
I'm saying when you don't exfoliate your skin enough, you do get those.
Nah, look, them niggas in the gym. If you see a man, look, if you ever see a man with a whole bunch of back acne and body acne and so on and so forth, that nigga's on the juice.
Yeah, I just assumed he didn't wash his back good.
Yeah, no. I'm telling you what it is. That nigga is on, and I ain't talking pineapple, I ain't talking orange, I ain't talking apple. He's on the juice, Lucky. He putting.
So how would I ask that? Because I'm thinking of a perfect guy right now lifting weight. Just make a small conversation. Like, I heard when they say you got spots on your back, you mean you on the juice.
If you got acne on your motherfucking back, nigga, you taking them roids.
Backney is crazy.
Yes, backney. That's actually what it's called. Shout out to Fatty for becoming a member. Greatly appreciate you, brother. or renewing your
You're
membership.
too down with the gang, yeah. You're one of my members.
People feel that pressure. Me carrying the abundance of wanting love in marriage and family is just me. However, if I exude that and push that onto everyone, it just doesn't work out. It's like a desperate job interview. Oh, did I tell you I love Google? Oh, I use Google all the time. Well, goddamn. Like, they're already under that assumption. We already know what we want for ourselves. If we walk, talk, and believe that it's happening, it is. It's just not always going to be with that person, accepting the fate of whatever can come with who they are. Much like friendship. If you go out with your friends, for example, we always want it to be the best night ever. But if you're just chilling at a bar and you end up having a great conversation, why can't we accept that fate instead of saying, it was terrible, I should have never left the house? No, you got to catch up with your friend. No one has the ability to control the other person and the thing that they want. If you want a relationship, that takes two, right? Getting that buy-in on the first date isn't going to happen. So we kind of got to release that a little bit. Still get to know someone. Don't tell me how many fucking kids you want yet. Like, who are you? I know you fine. That's first. I'm objectifying. What else? Do they like anime too? I just really hope that all of us can walk through life, whether it be relationship, work, anything we desire, with just accepting the fate as it comes.
Shay, can I ask you that question? Like, in having these conversations, because same, I now like intimacy, but I like, having experienced intimacy in my last relationship, when I got out, going and having sex casually seemed empty. Seemed like, what am I doing? Like, this doesn't feel good now. Like, I thought I was liberated. I'm having sex with the person I'm having sex with, but now at the end.
Was she fat before?
Yeah, way bigger.
Okay, that adds more to her mindset. Go ahead.
Of it, it's empty because the person leaves right after. Maybe we're not cuddling. It's just that. It's just a transactional thing. However, I would like someone casual, or did like what someone casual at the time. How do you?
Now, she said she had intimacy in her last relationship. Relationship didn't last. She had casual sex and it felt empty, but she still wants to have casual sex. This is the conundrum of a woman.
I'm of that woman. That's a whore. Can we just make different? This is why sexually liberated women, if we're in that mindset, we don't make good mothers and we don't make good partners. We just don't, because the mindset is liberated. It has to be free. The things that it's already conditioned, the things you conditioned yourself to think is free is really the opposite. But you're saying, I want to be free to basically be a hoe, to misuse and be hypersexual. And that is a response to something more in depth of you, and especially women who are fat. Even if they've lost weight, their mindset is still that way. The fat girl is always the first one to be a hoe, or the ugly one. Then you have the one that in the black dress, who was what she was speaking from, is her sleeping with men is coming upon her actually trying to have a relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which you learn, okay, you shouldn't be doing that with every person. So you have two different mindsets and responses out here acting like they agree, but that's not it. I'm sure her on the left did not have that fat insecure experience. Maybe she did, I don't know. But she probably didn't have that experience that a person who is fat has to go through, where they have to overly do the things that make them feel like Lizzo. I have to overly do the things that make me feel sexy, because you're kind of camouflage what you've been battling your whole life, where the fact that you do have to be sexual for somebody to even like you. That's what you feel.
Hey, hit the like button, people. We got 240 people in here, but we only got like 160 likes, man. Okay, I need them 80 likes, man. Hit this free. Hit the like button for me, please. Thank you.
Differentiate or tell women that they can have these.
Oh shit, my bad. Hold on. So I will say this, regardless of whatever, and I like, so Mandy was what I was talking about earlier, right? Mandy's the chick to where if Mandy lost another whatever, let's say she's real short. I think Mandy's like 5 feet tall, so she's extremely small, right? But Mandy is the girl to where her facially, right, and even in her body wise, she got big breasts, she got a nice shape, or whatever, so on and so forth. If she loses the weight, she's actually an attractive chick. Now she's a hoe. Right, definitely, you can't get past that. But that's what I'm talking about, to where every big girl is not created equal, right? Some big girls are just big and they always gonna be big. They've always been big. They don't got no shape. They lose weight, it's not gonna look really different. Then they're not facially pleasing, right? But Mandy, like I said, but then too, that's why she became a hoe, because she's cute. She's just big, and big girls get a little bit different treatment, but she cute. You know what I'm saying? And she's in that industry. So like you said,
a little bit of a relationship, a little bit of a something.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Versus the one that's just big. Yeah.
Yeah. See, she don't gotta wait till 2 a.m. to come to the crib. You feel me?
But that's what I'm saying. Even her, but that what she's looking at is still from that lens. You know what I'm saying? So it's like she gonna have to change that. but she's for sure. She's talking about she was raised. Maybe somebody did tell her she had to have sex for them to like her because she was fat.
Non-committal, friends with benefits situations with men while also wanting the feelings of being cared for, like if they were their partner.
This episode is sponsored by me because why not? Did you know that Lovers is more than a podcast? You're living in the best city, but that is a stat that only exists for this space. So you can almost move
Of being cared for, like if they were their partner.
I loved what you said so much about accepting your fate because when you just know in your heart, and most people can know this, 80% of people will find a long-term partner by 40. I can't promise you that 80% of people are going to get a house, are going to have their dream job. I can't make that kind of promise. You're living in the best city, but that is a stat that only exists for this space. So you can almost move like it's going to happen, but you also have no control over when you meet that person. What you do have control over, I think though, is your light. Like being in a space where you are light, where you feel liquid, where you don't feel needy because you have opportunities around you. I would say, and I did this when I had a fuck buddy, which Jared is my fuck buddy, which is the worst plot twist.
I'm gonna slow it down for this one. Okay. All right. Now this woman right here would be considered highly attractive. You agree, correct? Girl in the brown, highly attractive, right? Pretty face.
She got the aesthetics people would like.
Yeah, got the aesthetics. She got look like she got a little shape to her, right?
Natural.
Yeah, hair, all this shit, eye color, right?
So you can almost move like it's going to happen, but you also have no control over when you meet that person. What you do have control over, I think though, is your light. Like being in a space where you are light, where you feel liquid, where you don't feel needy because you have opportunities around you. I would say, and I did this when I had a fuck buddy, which Jared is my fuck buddy, which is the worst plot twist. I know, it's so boring.
Now look what
But
you
it
turned
was such
into.
a good fuck buddy relationship because I had Jared as a fuck buddy. I had a cuddle buddy who I would go and
keep going.
Nah, we gotta pause that. Put a 1 in the chat to make sure y'all heard that. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat to make sure y'all heard that. My nigga, you better not ever be no motherfucking cuddle buddy for no bitch that just got fucked. Okay. All right.
How would he know that though?
Niggas know.
You don't know. No, they don't know that the woman that's right that call you and she come up that she just got fucked. You don't know that. Especially if you ain't about to fuck. You just the cuddle friend.
Lucky for one. Listen, a bitch ain't never getting in my bed and laying down unless we about to get down. Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about you though. So I'm talking about what she's talking about. A cuddle buddy. You said you better not ever let no woman get in. How would they know she just had sex if you only getting cuddling regardless?
But why is we laying down together? Why is we laying down and I'm just holding you?
You trying to understand the mind of a lame. I don't know why that nigga would just
I'm speaking to the niggas so they can stop being lame, so they can stop being taken advantage of.
They can't, it's in the blood.
Bullshit. Niggas be unlamed every day, B. Niggas see the light and evolve. The nigga finally evolved from a Pikachu to a fucking whatever the next chew is. Okay? He don't stay nigga ain't gotta stay a Pikachu forever.
Let me just say this. I don't want nobody to think that there is ever going to not be a lame just because you think you can unlame a lame. You cannot. I don't care what he put on. I don't care how much money he got. That's why you have the rich lame. He's still getting cheated on by the pool boy because the pool boy ain't even lame. He broke. You're gonna be a lame. If you a nigga who already about to cuddle, I don't want nothing, just cuddle and play footsies. That's your personality and everything else in life. You gotta think. That ain't just one area. That means you're lame in other aspects of life. He don't need no. That's why she ain't. That's why he not the fuck buddy.
No, I mean, niggas can change. B. Nigga, that's how you get a lot of these niggas.
Kojo trying to help you out. Kojo, shout out to you.
Crazy, man. Again, niggas can change, man. Niggas can change.
sleep over with afterwards because that's
not what y'all had.
No, but the other guy, I would go over there. We never had sex, but I would walk his dog.
It had to be smaller.
We would be
attracted.
He was so fine. He was a model. He wasn't what Jared had sexually, sauce wise and skill wise.
The skill.
Again, what did I tell y'all? All right. You got to get to the bottom of that pussy. You niggas told me, oh, man, they all faking it. And they all this and that. No, brother. No, brother. There's such thing as a woman being actually sexually satisfied. That is a real thing, brother. Okay? It does exist. Okay? Now, if you don't care to learn and you don't give a fuck and you just want to get your nut and get up out of there, hey, by all means, man, that's your thing, right? Cool, fine, right? But at the same time, if you ever want a substantive relationship with a woman, more likely than not, a black woman specifically, that shit ain't gonna work. Let you know that now. Okay. All right. All right. And most importantly, these women keep telling y'all this shit, man. Okay. You let shout out to Zero. Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her talk. If you let a woman talk long enough, bro, she will give you the keys to everything. She'll let you know any and everything that she wants, she needs, what you need to do to get her if you listen to her long enough. And these women are speaking on behalf of women, bro. If you are knocking the bottom out of that pussy, okay, all right. Lucky, why are you shaking your head? You already said they were right. You know, don't get mad at me, baby. I'm just saying.
I said they were right as far as what?
Sex, your heart being in your pussy. Remember, that's what the girl in the black said. And now she's saying,
yeah, that was one topic. To make that I agree with this whole conversation is crazy.
Well, in the whole conversation, I'm just talking about this part where she said, "Hey, she had a motherfucking fuck buddy," and the these nigga was
for women, the catalyst to because this is the thing, and then and the same men, most of probably in the chat, will still talk to the girl in the bronze dress, but they're gonna act but y'all like to put this performative stuff on. No, you could do it. They can't. They won't even get close to a girl that looked like her. That's why she could do that. And people like you know that, but y'all get on these panels and lie to these niggas. That's what y'all do. No, they cannot. Their lane is more so the girl in the shirt on the right. Some men that's their lane. They can, if they want to talk to that girl in the orange dress, you're going to be her cuddle buddy. It's the same thing in reverse. Some girls will never get to that high status with that man. She's just good enough for this lane. She may think she is. She's just the at night girl. She want to upgrade. You know that's the truth. But for some reason, when we get on these panels, we speak ideal, and people go in the world thinking that somebody's doing that they're entitled to somebody. Like, you're not. That's not your lane. Stop doing that to people. You misleading people. You don't know who's leading. You don't know who's listening.
man,
I mean, like, that's not
of course,
fair.
I'm not saying her, Lucky. I'm saying, and it's bitches even that's not as fine as her that try to pull the same shit, because we know
and it's
women.
up to y'all to humble them, but it's always gonna be a lane. No, you're beautiful. These men, it's the lanes that y'all fighting with. It ain't us.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Don't be that for no hoe. But her, at least I can understand. You know what I'm saying? You orbiter niggas that hang around for the chance of some pussy eventually. She that fine. I don't agree, but I understand, right? What I'm saying is, don't let a bitch at your level or below your level play you like that, my nigga. Listen, it should be strict rules that you set upon yourself to be like, hey, this is our dynamic. This is what I'm accepting. If it's not this, it's nothing type shit. Okay. And for the most part, even this girl right here, she gonna fold. All right. Sometimes, my nigga, you gotta crawl before you walk. Okay. You probably never gonna get here. All right, but you can always start here. All right. Okay. And Lucky lied at first and said that, it wasn't no different, but it's crazy she used her as an example and nobody else on the thing. But okay.
It wasn't no difference in what?
Looks.
I said no different looks between who?
You said she was beautiful. The one in the right, the far right.
Oh no, when I said that, it probably landed on no. I wasn't no. It was two people in the shot when I said
you wildly, yo.
You got see, I see what
you laughing while you saying this. Yes, Mr. Fantastic. Wake the lames up. Yeah, man. I'm trying to wake them up out of a dream, man. Okay. You gotta start fighting one day, brother. If fat niggas can become skinny niggas and fit niggas, Lucky, lame niggas can become, I ain't saying he'll be a super cool nigga, but he can become a regular nigga. That's my philosophy. Look. Okay. All right.
This other dude was stunning and gorgeous. I loved being around him. I liked his energy. I just didn't think we would have great sex. But I knew I liked being around somebody really attractive, and he was fun. You can have 6 people that make up one and keep your heart open and knowing that when you find the one, you're going to know.
And you don't have to sleep.
And here we go. This is the title of the fucking... Go ahead.
Can you pull up will stay winning comment?
Where you at? Will stay winning.
You see it? He got a wrench. I'll read it.
I got you, right?
Yeah, that's the point. Thank you. That's the point I'm making. Sometimes I'll be fighting for my life over here. That's the point I'm making, is that they could have something serious with that aesthetic, but that's not what they want, because they're going to be more driven. I would rather lay behind this pretty woman that my type or what I want and not get nothing than get something that could be longevity, whatever, long term in a real relationship with on the right. That's all I'm speaking about. We could shame her, but there's always going to be those men that's going to fight you to be the cuddle buddy, to be and say, yeah, I still get women. I'm about to go lay with a pretty woman right now to flex on you. And that's literally what they doing. They just laying. They're not doing nothing.
He can't,
So
but that's, yeah, he can't flex on me, Lucky, because I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm massaging her throat without my hands. So he can never stun on me like that. That's what I'm saying. So a lame nigga, so shit, we here now. Shout out to a Will Stay Winning, right? I'm not saying I'm super cool, whatever. I'm a regular nigga. I'm a regular schmegular, nobody ass nigga, right? But in my almost 42 years of living, okay, I've had experiences with women as to where I know I got the best out of that woman, without a doubt. Okay. Unfortunately, you know, there have been women that have been married, okay, that have talked to me even after getting married between our dealings. Okay. Not proud of it, but I'm not reaching out to them. They're reaching out to me, just whatever. Right. So what I'm saying is this, right? That nigga can never, even her husband, right? And you know, I would never approach him or be on no shit. But what can he say to me, Luck? You see what I'm saying? If I'm fucking the same girl or the same caliber girl that you're just laying with and you're hanging around and you're and I can tell. Look, you said, I think we had this conversation before. You can tell when a dude, even individually, can you tell when people are having sex for the most part? You think if two people are around each other and the way they interact and things, can you think you have the intuition of that they're involved or not?
I could assume, but no, because I thought people were having sex that weren't, but they just had really good chemistry, you know. So no, and the person that's cuddling could lie and say he fucking a girl, you know. So
yeah, indeed. Okay, so it's a toss up, right? 50-50 either or. But for the most part, I think I can tell for the most part when a woman, not if she's not fucking that man, she has a desire to they have the possibility to have sex.
Yeah, exactly.
You agree on that, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Chemistry,
I can tell when it's off. I can tell when it's mutual. You can tell when it's one-sided. You can also tell, especially from nigga to woman. Okay, so you, my nigga, I know when you done. You know what I'm saying? Especially like I said, if it's me and you around and I'm interested in her and I'm trying to whatever, nigga, she gotta laugh at 2 of my jokes, nigga. Okay. And she get any type of physical contact, that's all I need to know. We not the same. You just, you know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? You whatever. I don't know. But we not the same. So that's something, but I see what you're saying, but you can never fucking you can never fool a nigga that's fucking. That's all I'm gonna say. You can't fool the nigga that's actually out here fucking.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zagu in the building. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the membership message.
You're too down with the gang, you're one of my members.
Point was, get to the bottom, Lucky. Flip the topic. Flip the topic.
No, is it Burnsville?
Zagu. It's what's the name thing, but yeah,
okay,
him.
So how can a man get to the bottom of anything if he's just a cuddle person? You see what y'all say? There's two different. There's stop merging the people. Like I like to have conversations where we separate them. The mindset. The man that's able to get to the bottom is not going to be the dude that she's just going to cuddle with, because he's going to be her friend. He's her fuck buddy is probably getting to the bottom, but he ain't the cuddle person. She probably like this guy because he's good for conversation, and that's it. So if that guy can get to even touching the coochie, he would. He can't though. That's unless he take it from her. But you know what I'm saying? Like he can't. So that's on the same topic.
No pussy crook going on right here now. But yeah, we got you.
Swiper, no swipe.
rookie on this one. We often lie to ourselves and get delusions of grandeur, thinking we're more valuable than what we actually are. Yeah, I'm not arguing with that one. But I will say this though, son, is all right. Men kind of have to. Niggas gotta pump yourself up, bro. Niggas, you gotta have a little bit of, huh?
You like a hype me up. Like you have
Yeah, you gotta have, like, that's what swagger is. That's what fucking, you know what I mean? What the kids say, Riz, that's what it is. It's confidence. So you have to have a level, especially her, like you said, her right here, her. Oh, your shit got to be on 10 million.
She talks well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She gonna
all of that. This is the woman right here.
Gonna be the love bomber.
Yeah, this is the woman.
Oh,
go ahead. No, you gotta go ahead.
You gotta rush it and make her feel woo, and then because after a while he knows she gonna not fuck with him. That's when you get the love bomber one. I gotta shower really fast.
I definitely wouldn't suggest that shit, but I see what you're saying. A lot of niggas would take that tactic, give her any and everything, the suns, the moon, the stars, in the mountains and shit, all the after 7 shit, because she's so attractive, right? So, but you gotta have that with her because you know every nigga trying to get her. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I don't agree. Definitely don't come up there, you know, bearing gifts like motherfucking the 3 wise men in the birth of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Leave your frankincense and myrrh in the car, but yeah.
Why do you think that, just really quick, why do you think that this woman is very honest about her sexuality, which I like? She's still feminine to me.
Let me hold on real quick. See, you niggas, see,
you could have just ignored that. His name is Gay Strokes.
This is where you niggas go too far.
I thought it was Gay Strokes.
Yeah, it's Gray Stroke. But yeah, this is where you niggas go too far. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's definitely trolling.
Okay. I'm like, oh, I read that too fast. But no. I'm just saying, like, why do you think that they would hear her say this and she would be, there's a lot of layers to her, and then they would see the other woman who's probably more genuine and pass that up, but their conversation said they want somebody who cares about something outside of their sexuality. I'm just curious, why do you think that they would pick the left and the right would probably be somebody who was more geared towards to take care of them and the things that they want to be taken care of? Just curious.
Oh yeah, you know she's not getting any leeway in anything, unfortunately, because of her aesthetic. Because of her aesthetic. Look, I mean, it's the way it is. Just like short men don't get any grace. Unattractive, overweight women don't get any grace either. I'm sorry.
See, that's my point.
You can't have both. Well, you I get
it, but I get it though. I get it though, but I'm just saying that's my point. When we say we're looking for something more in depth, we
about
really
6. That's another thing about dating.
I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it's just when I hear people say they're looking for stuff in depth, just like you said, the woman wasn't, how we gonna say this, but you're not listening nothing about character. It's the same thing. Like, that lady just told you where she was, and everybody would judge it, especially if she wasn't at a check. Oh, bitch, you got a cuddle buddy, woo, woo, woo. But they would still try to be with her to wife that up. And this woman on the right, I'm just using that as an example, she wouldn't fit their popular aesthetic, but she could be the woman that has all those attributes that they say that they're looking for. You know, it just kind of seemed like we really
but attraction is important though. Look, it still comes back to attraction and important. I believe that even her, somebody's out there for her. There's somebody for everybody, as you say, right? I think the problem is those people have a very, very hard time of accepting, like as they said earlier, like their fate, right? If you a nigga that's 5'1", my nigga, you got to make that shit work as best as you can work it. But you a 5'1" man, right? So could you make it work? Yeah, I mean you could. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking possibility versus probability. And from what we heard, the 5'1" nigga that's got all the money and some level of fame is now, you know, begging his wife not to make him pay for her next breast augmentation. You see what I'm saying? Right?
It just comes down to people would rather, these 3 pretty women, they would rather them grow up and I'll try to make it work with you than the one that's just sitting. She just the friend that brought you. That's what I'm just. That's what
it's the same on the other side, though. It's the same.
No,
it's the same.
I totally agree. That's what I'm saying. Like the stuff we be saying we want, don't be the stuff we be paying attention to. Contribute to that.
Niggas like
we play with people that could be genuine. We do all this stuff. Like they're really describing the dating world. How you, when you're single, you have this person here for this. I don't really like that. This person they cool here. She ain't that cute though. I would never bring her around my homies. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it be going. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it is. I think the men are lesser than though, because the men don't need or don't require as many different aspects of a woman, right? Hey, don't get on my nerves, give me sex, and make my life, fun. Let's have fun when we're around each other, right? Outside of the sex. If we're on that level. Women is a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need you to be intelligent. I need you to be introspective. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? You got to make a lot of money. It's all these different things. So, because women require much more, right, for settling down than a man does. So I feel you, but with the woman, it's going to be intensified because they just have way more requirements than a man does. A man shit is usually just like, hey, don't complicate what the fuck I got going on. The woman shit is improve everything that I have going on and even more. You feel me?
Together, it makes that's I like that breakdown. That's true though. Yeah.
Shout out to Dre on the grind, man. Hey, we greatly appreciate you guys' support today. Do not take it for granted. Shout out to Dre on the grind. And hit her C spot, she yours. I think you mean G spot, brother, but okay. Shout out to Dre on the grind, man. Dre on the grind coming in here representing, man. Appreciate you, brother.
You're too down with the gang, you're one of my members.
Men don't settle for cuddles. Your time is precious. Yeah, man. Please don't be out here cuddling, my nigga. Okay.
See, look, put that picture back up.
Who? The dude that did the thing?
The membership.
Okay.
He's speaking just if that's what he looks like, his aesthetics tells me that he don't have that problem. So he's trying to encourage men with the problem. It's just like, let me flip it. It's just like the girl could be like, no, you could, speaking as if she can have the same options. She can't. That's not everybody's options. I like people, we like to be optimistic, but that's just not the fact. It's some things I have to understand, like, because I'm a mom. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be out here thinking of delusion that I can still talk the same way before. Like, and some woman can say, no, Lucky, that's not true. Stop. That is true. Like, if we accept certain things, the quicker we can understand that it's not considered settling. That's where you are. You know what I'm saying? You're at the cuddle mode, or because you don't want to get with the girl that's in your lane.
Shout out to Mike. You ever seen Mike Epps? I think he was doing like a skit comedy. I'm the cuddler.
Hey, that's what I will say. If you are the cuddle buddy, charge them. Charge them for a cuddle experience. Just like you have the girlfriend experience, y'all need to get on y'all shit. The dudes with if you don't want to have a relationship and you the rock bottom dude, start an app that called Hit Rock Bottom. See how many bitches will add to it, and then you be the dude. Hey, I paid for it. And you like Drake. Drake said it's too good. Be fucked for free. Do your thing. If you a cuddle dude and she said you're not good enough, all right, bitch, I'm gonna charge you per hour.
Look. If a nigga got to settle for cuddles, a bitch is not finna pay him to do it.
No, charge him by the hour.
You can try. You can try.
She got it. Let me figure out.
I liked his energy. I just didn't think we would have great sex, but I knew I liked being.
Oh, I could tell. Like when we would make jokes, he's like, "I miss having a girlfriend. You miss having a boyfriend."
Really want to be like, okay, I'm good with talking.
I've been used from a man, like in the way Shan used the model guy. You know, some people don't like that word. We're using someone for everything, right? And when he would come over to me, I love to cook. So I could tell, like, when we would make jokes, he's like, I miss having a girlfriend, you miss having a boyfriend. That admittance of that is like, oh, it's not you. But I kind of liked playing house a little bit. I loved having him come over, eat my meal, or no, it sounded like eat my coochie. Enjoy my
Both
meals,
things.
watch TV. No, we didn't have sex. Watch TV with me. We'd cuddle a little bit, and that was just kind of it. And I wondered for a long time, is he not as attracted to me because there's no sex? And I was like, oh.
Yeah, obviously not. Yes, baby. No. Listen, now if you got a home girl, I will say this: you can't fuck every woman you deal with. That's another misnomer too. Okay, you can't and you should not want to fuck every woman you deal with. I know that was a whole big thing. Oh, if I'm not having sex with her, she doesn't serve a purpose. No, nigga, you stupid as shit. Okay,
She may have
nigga, you know.
value outside of that.
Yeah, you crazy as fuck, nigga. You know how valuable fucking Foot Locker discount, employee discount can be, nigga. That 20% jump to 40%. You crazy as shit, right? Just being cool with a fucking female.
Or real estate agent, car salesman, whatever, or she knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, bro. And even still, that's why I say, bro, any woman I even had a sexual relationship with, for the most part, I try to keep it on good terms, because if you good to her and y'all had what y'all had and shit was cool and there's no crazy shit, that woman will look out for you in the future. Okay, of course, again, because you got to the bottom of that pussy, a good part of it, but still just being not an asshole ass nigga. I hate this shit. Look, this is one thing I hate, right? You said that.
This one thing I hate is that every nigga is player from the Himalayas, pimping, you know, since been pimping. And like, brother, nigga, that's not your life, bro. That is a very, very small niche of niggas. Shout out to those niggas, right? All right. Those niggas though live in a whole nother world, and that shit is a whole nother movement. Okay. You are a regular schmegular civilian, law-abiding citizen, my nigga. Okay. Stop trying to move like shit that you not. Okay, because it's not gonna work for you. And what you gonna do is you gonna run across a bitch that's cut out for a nigga like that, and she gonna run your fucking pockets. She gonna run your ass in the ground. Okay, stick to the women. That's your speed. That's your type. You know what I'm saying? If you out here, you a tricking nigga. You know what I'm saying? You buying that pussy, brother. By all means, go right ahead. Okay, keep it that way though. Don't try to change. You know what I'm saying?
Just before you push play, even you saying that, just to highlight what you say, you just not an asshole nigga, because even if you didn't hit the bottom, that's not even the deal breaker. If you're a nice person and just outside of that, like she's saying, I start thinking, does he like me? She's considering other things that he has and she ain't had sex with him. You get him? Because that's not the true meaning of connection from that. So I like that you said that, because even if you are having sex with her and you may not be whatever if you're nicer on the outside of it, that's not the deal breaker. It's nice. It adds to it, yes, but a large part of the sexual connection, especially in missionary, and they did this with studies, is how we connect outside of the bed. When you don't really have a connection outside of sex, you have to focus too much on the nut. That has already been proven. So
yeah,
you don't have to hit the bottom all the time, but it is definitely helps you out a lot. You know what I'm saying? It helps you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Just you know,
but if you can't reach, you don't have enough dick. It's not your fault. I don't think that men should feel insecure about that.
Lord
they
Jesus.
shouldn't feel insecure about that.
Well, that's why I say, like I said, man. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these situations you need to be looking at it outside of just the box, right? Some women are limited to that, but she cool people, bro. She cool people. That shit can pay off on the back end. And brothers, ever put a one in the chat, brothers, if you ever had some old work, all right, some old work that looked out for you in the future. Put a one in the chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Because, you know, I know everybody comes to the internet, every nigga just, you know, knocking down, every nigga got 1,000 bodies, and, you know, they ain't never loved a hoe with no shit like that. You feel me? But again, for us regular niggas, bro, I didn't listen. Definitely had some chicks, motherfucking look out, dog. That's the way the motherfucking do that shit.
Oh, he's just not enjoying or able to enjoy the other woman he's having sex with in that way. So for me, he doesn't want to touch that. We connected on dates, but it wasn't crazy sexual energy to where we were that comfortable. That person does exist too. The fuck buddy, to me, that becomes the cuddle person, I think everyone starts to get really confused. And I'm not talking about basic cuddling after. When it turns into the sleepovers and maybe a plan after, that's when it gets scary. Because we believe the cuddling after is respect. There's no world where Jared ended up marrying a woman he never respected. Leaving after sex doesn't mean there isn't respect there. It's just sometimes the safeguard for both people. But for some reason, we think if they leave or if we don't get XYZ out of them, we're worthless or we gave up too much of ourselves. Well, you got dick too. So it's weird because I guess the accepting the fate thing, it's like knowing what I want could only be this. If I get some extras, cool, but this is what it is. I know I need to have some good carnal sex. That's what it is. That's where I want it to last. That's where I want it to stay. And like even creating that, I think is important.
For women like us, and I'm putting us together, who, again, there's a gap between what they see themselves doing and what they're actually doing. A lot of that is because of fear. So I'm just
Yeah, I think this is a troll fucking podcast at that point when he started comparing himself.
I was sitting.
What happened?
I
That was
like
weird.
mankind. I like God in this picture. But yeah, I was sitting here thinking, are we really have conversations gotten to the point where we're trying to perfect hookup culture? Why can't we stop? Like, yeah, because he's gonna smack it right here, and then he's gonna smack it, and then when he smack it like this, it's okay for him to smack it, and then just we could just be smacking it, and then it's cool. Like he doesn't have to. He can go back home to. We cannot. I think those are specific women that are okay with that type of sex. That's their sexuality. I'm gonna just look at it like that. None of this sounds like longevity. Like we're gonna be grandparents one day.
No, and I think that's the I think that's the thing to where I don't think people are looking at longevity and what's the name no more. For real. I don't think anyone is planning it out like you had to time before, because everything's so instant gratification.
This is a microwave society. It really is, and it's gonna be somebody that's gonna have to introduce the fucking oven. Like, look, we gotta stop popping shit in. It gotta be some ingredients, so we gotta actually formulate and create a nice meal. And that's the problem. Like, even just listening, it just gets to like, oh, she cute, she light skinned. Oh, we gotta give it a dick. And then after that, then what? We still out here. No connections. Our human form actually desires it. That's why you have a hookup culture where we could just fuck each other. That's good, right? But you still going through all these mental and depressed situations, and you're gonna start making decisions out of desperation, out of validation, out of all this type of stuff, instead of just actually trying to care about somebody outside of the hookup. You've done that a million times. It ain't working. You can create so many podcasts that say, let me create another way to hook up. Let me create this. You're not getting nowhere but deeper in the whole world. They're not getting, how are we going to get anything that looks better than what we did and then to come behind us? At this point, we're going to be the generation that the next generation blame. The same way we blame the other generation. Oh, y'all didn't teach us this, so on and so forth, because actively right now, we're listening to 4 women, or there's going to be another podcast with a man who's been exposed for gay for pay to try to tell us these are the tools that you need for a long-term relationship, while they're actively not doing that. Like, I'm sick of listening to these fucking people. Like, you ran through, your mind ain't thought, you can't think a good thought right. You're discombobulated. You probably ain't went to therapy since the last 15 dicks. And now you up here trying to say, yeah, I was taught that. And you just have to do it like this. Just maneuver through the whole. No, you're supposed to have learned that, and you should be teaching from wisdom as to the mistakes you made for something different. That is how you become an elder. The elder is supposed to have wisdom. You're not supposed to be an elder like the bitch on Kendra G talking about I want my revolutionary, or I'm about to just become it. No, like, when are we gonna mature and learn from the bad decisions we made through sex, through validation, through insecurities, through all that shit? Like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm so sick of this shit. I'm ready to go. I don't even know where the fuck we going. I'm just ready to fucking go.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I think, like I said, I don't think that we are the I don't think that we're in the same boat and it's going to be looked at the same as it was before, because it was completely and totally hands off, and it was this fucking gulf between the generations as to where grown folks and children don't get in each other's business, right? And you had to wait to get grown to learn anything about grown things. I think now that everything is so, you know what I'm saying, real, live, and in person, kids can hear this a whole lot easier, even if it's indirectly. And they're getting the thoughts and the movements and the ideology of how we're moving. Now, I agree. It definitely has to be something to where it's not just, you know, get as much pussy, get as much dick as you can get. Pause. You feel me? It has to be something ultimately to where we're gonna have a serious relationship. We're gonna have kids. We're gonna, do something. But at the same time, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if there are enough people on either side that want that.
There has to be. It's almost like the conversations keep getting more. We're gonna go from this, and we're gonna see trannies sitting up there, and we're not gonna know which one is a tranny. Then it's gonna be in a conversation. Then we're gonna have the other. I'm just think of there. It has to be a cap. Top that motherfucker off. Once I seen bitches is on podcast talking about, yeah, he needs to make this, I would get shat on for that much. You need to get out the conversation of the women who made normal life decisions, and just like the dudes, like it be men up here who be champion positions that may, if you're not careful, it seemed like you and Fantastic agree, but no, this nigga is some total different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's already
Yeah, that's why I said, Lucky. There's already podcasts full of
YouTube almost
Decepticons. There is fucking podcasts full of Decepticons, and it's niggas that's bringing Decepticons on they live podcasts, and I'm like, nigga, what is y'all doing? Like, what's going on?
How come we can't talk about gay? First of all, we don't even, when gay people, it's more gay men into heterosexual commentary of relationships, and we can't say shit. So it just be like, I'm ready to go, Princess.
Check the chat. Check the chat.
Oh, come on.
But yeah,
a few minutes, yeah.
All right, good, cool. Hey, we gonna drop the link, man. If y'all want to come up real quick, man. Everybody got something to say. It was a lot of great conversation today. A lot of chat participation, a lot of opinions. We'd love to hear you guys' opinion to come up. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think about it, what you agreed or disagree with. Listen, cornrows is for niggas with hair. Okay, you're not finna shame us, baby. Fuck out of here.
Honestly, I appreciate when y'all can flex your hairline. Honestly,
yeah,
I appreciate it.
Niggas is paying. Lucky, do you know?
The men to come back with the waves and when men was with their shit and they used to brush it a certain way.
Y'all don't give a damn. They might got something. They said waving was for lames. They said that like a year ago. That's why niggas.
The hoes on the pod. Stop listening to them.
Yeah, the hoes. Like, listen.
Who is the they? No,
and
women
then
always...
the dread. I think the dread niggas run is finally coming up. For the longest niggas was growing their hair out so they can get dreads, but I think the dread niggas don't have that run.
They messed it up. Some men could do the locks. Locks still look good on some men, but the waves, I'm sorry. It's just like the BBLs had they run, but the natural bodies, look, it ain't never went out. The nigga with the waves always.
Oh, it never went nowhere. Yeah, so Cherokee was posting some shit the other day, and I was like, God damn, but that's all natural ass.
Ooh. Somebody. So last time I was up here, I had mentioned Jada Fire. Somebody had sent me her new Instagram. I didn't know she got that much work done.
Me neither. I don't know. I ain't seen her in a minute.
Different. She looks good, but she
got to be 50 by now.
And she got ginormous titties, but she got the work done and her nose done. I'm like, Jada was the natural.
And these what's the names dropping off like flies again.
Oh, did you see that girl die from her third?
Yeah, two of them. One died from her third BBL, and then it's another one that just popped off again, man. So please leave your body alone, baby. God don't make no mistakes.
Well, she was young, and honestly, I don't.
Third BBL is crazy.
If you had a daughter and she wanted to get a BBL, right, and you knew it was risky, how could you stop her from getting one?
Stop her. I mean, everything I could do. Everything I could. I mean, I can't force her outside. I'm gonna lock her up in a room, but I would beg and plead and everything for her not to do that shit because it's just not. And listen, a nice BBL is a beautiful thing, right? I just don't. Again, it's just I don't understand it, man. You literally gambling with your life if you're not doing it the right way, and that's the problem. It's a lot of these women try to go the short route with something that's so deadly, and that's what I don't understand. Like, motherfucker, I don't want no motherfucking great value version of no heart transplant, bitch. Give me the premium, okay? Give me the.
If you gonna do it,
don't spare no expense, nigga. You play on my life, okay? So I just don't get it. Exactly, I don't, man. And like I said, the thing is, look, like you said, the information's been out there for so long, even with the procedure being improved, right? So before, bitches was dying because they was doing the shit in the basement. Now these bitches going to these discount, you know.
They if you realize why they die, they never go to accredited doctors in their state because my credit, or you got to get pay the money, so if you're gonna do it. But my thing is, I actually, because I seen a dude went live after that video, and he was like, his daughter wants to get a BBL, and he going back and forth with her, and he like, I don't know how to stop it because she's being influenced by this other shit, and I know the real, and she's 21 and she couldn't wait to get her own BBL. So I was just thinking, as a father, how do you stop you can't really stop them. So it's like,
well, the best I can do, hey, your ass can cut off, man, for real. That's about the only thing I can do.
Because she got a BBL. Stop.
Yeah, because but to try and thwart her doing it, yeah, because you playing with your life. Like, come on, like damn, baby. I'll buy you some of them fucking fake ass jeans or some shit, baby. If the nigga don't like you like he is, you don't want you no way. You don't need him. But literally, like you said, look, the biggest thing, man, that's my daughter. So you willing to risk your life over niggas want to hit you from the back more? That's even more for a father. Like, come on, baby. I know what you're getting this BBL for. You're not getting this for. You're like,
lying for back shots is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
What we gonna say? The Lord took it too soon.
Hey, the thighs don't match, baby. Listen, imagine
BBLs killing y'all.
Imagine you, hey, a nigga, pop, 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 and she just slump over.
And y'all dumbass ain't gonna pay
attention. I'm killing this pussy. What killing it, nigga? No, nigga, you finna get a fucking.
You literally killed it.
Nigga, you better check her pulse, nigga.
You about to get your case.
This bitch done slumped. This bitch done slumped over, man. That's all.
Hey, that's like
damn, she got heavy.
Suki Hana's ex, the one that she was throwing up. Remember that video? The ex-fiance, he was on Tasha K, and he was saying how she got mad because she was like, you always like thick girls, woo woo. He was cheating on her with skinny girls, and he was like, it just felt so good to fuck something that was real and not just all this extra shit. He's like, she kept getting extra, and he said, Suki Hana was like, oh, you want skinny bitches now? You want skinny bitches? He was like, but I forgot how something real felt because she kept pumping up her booty. Hi, Poppy.
Blanco, what up, fam?
Yo. What's good, family? What's up, girl? How y'all doing?
You got it.
Gucci.
Yeah.
What you got for us, brother?
I've been listening for the past. Oh, hold on one second. Yo, I need these headphones right here. They're right there. Well, go ahead. Skip me right now, man. I'm going on right now.
Go ahead. Will, what's on you, fam?
What's going on? Fantastic.
You got it, brother. What's going on?
So, I kind of agree with what I think Lucky was saying more so. So I really don't care for the BBLs as much. One of the problems I have with it is these chicks ain't even giving themselves a chance. By the time these chicks are 19 getting BBLs already, you ain't even give yourself enough time to fill out, or you don't know what you're going to look like in a few years. There's plenty of chicks you done seen where they might have been slim growing up, but after a kid or two, they even got thick, Then also, this
or sometimes you gotta wait after 35. Oh.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta wait till you're a little older. And then this kind of hits me too, because I actually have a classmate I actually grew up with that died like that. She tried to do one of the little botched like hotel ones and ended up passing away.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like personally, this chick I've known since like elementary school. So yeah, this stuff is real. And then there's a lot of surgeons that won't even do that surgery because it's risky even with the best surgeons. I mean, you literally cutting yourself open and basically like kind of like a banana, like you turning yourself inside out, basically.
And you relying on your body to accept it because they could do whatever they want. If your body rejecting the foreign things in it, even though people think because of fat, the fat is transferred, it is your fat, but the operation is foreign. So you're depositing fat pockets. Your body can reject anything. It definitely can. So you're right.
Yeah, I think it's like some type of embolism you get. It's like if the fat cells get into like your stream or something like that.
That's how the girl. So that's how the first girl died. Super Doe or whatever her name was. She had blood clots. So that's another thing too. So what happens is that's why they tell them again. Will, I don't think people understand those massages and things. They're so you don't. All that shit is like a requirement. If you skip that shit and you being cheap with it, you can fucking develop those blood clots and they travel somewhere else and so on and so forth, and you out of there, bro. Yeah,
They can't afford
yeah,
the
you can't.
care.
They can. You can't be saved. It's over with. It's done. You feel me? That's why I don't know people. Wemby, right? Wembyama had a fucking blood clot or whatever. They shut his ass down for the season. That's what retired Chris Bosh. Blood clots is no joke, man. You feel me? And
Liver
like he
too.
said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then also, I know the whole cuddling thing was crazy, but yeah, I was kind of agreeing with what Lucky was saying that. I mean, a lot of guys will put up with a lot from the chick that they actually attracted to. You know, a lot of guys. Let's just be honest. For I'm not gonna say most, but for a lot of dudes, that the heavier chick though on the right, that's really their lane. That chick could probably like them for real, and cook for
She
them,
could
be
lose
good to them,
weight,
but
change her hair,
she can.
fix
But
her
then
up
she'll never look like the one on the left. So some dudes they'll
because
be
she
like,
not like.
hey. Well,
It ain't just
no, it
like
ain't gotta
that.
do it. I mean, no, that's usually a cop out with the
All
whole
the other
colorism
girls
Look
on
at
the
the
thing.
hey,
comments.
hold
Look
on.
at the
Here
comments.
Lucky
The
go with
main
the
thing,
bullshit.
no, because
Here
that's
Lucky.
the truth. The main thing is like, look at the comments. Oh, that little light thing. That's the first thing they're gonna say. It ain't not a. And I'm not making it up. Y'all know that's true.
No,
I mean,
it's
it's the
just
first
a
thing you
part of
notice
the
though.
aesthetic. So it's just like if she was chocolate, if she was fine at chocolate, niggas would say chocolate. Lucky, you know who do you know who
I
Janice
just said
is?
if she had to lose weight and do her hair different.
You know who Janice Hart is?
No, you know
Lucky,
all the hoes.
Lucky. Listen,
You know all the hoes. Okay.
motherfucking Cherokee, Jada Fire, they ain't got shit on her. Chocolate,
Is
fine as
this
a
a porn
motherfucker.
star?
Yes.
Okay, so why are we comparing everyday women to a porn star look?
New
Can we
age.
just get?
Well,
Can
again,
you
I'm just
name?
giving an
Can you
example.
start naming everyday women?
Okay.
Like,
Well,
stop making it
if I
gold.
named the everyday
Like, what
woman,
are
you
we
wouldn't
doing?
know her. Jada Waiter's regular. Jada Waiter's cute.
She is cute, and her friend Desi
And she's
Dior,
chocolate.
natural. Name her Desi Dior.
I don't
You
know
can
her
name.
though. I don't know her. I just know Jada Waiter.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
exactly. How am I
I
know the
think
regular
her is
motherfuckers
pretty.
that I don't know?
Okay, so a natural is nothing would be the singer her. She's very pretty.
Hers beautiful, but hers light skin. Hers light brown though. Her is not dark at all.
No, but she's no, I don't know.
Her is
Yeah,
not dark at all.
listen, don't get me lying. I don't know. I done
Yeah,
met
she
a
not.
girl who I thought was light and she was dark. Her pictures look
Yeah,
light,
no. Her not dark at all.
but
Let
she's
me read this, and then we got Blanco in the building. Shout out to a man supporting man again. Great appreciate your brother for another 5. But let you read this one, look.
salute to Lucky for cooking today. Thank you. You guys like me today.
Cooking. Say she was cooking. Blanco, what's up, man? What you got for us?
Yeah, son, bro. First thing first, y'all. I've been listening. First of all, I hope y'all having a good Sunday, bro. Um, First thing first, fantastic. You cannot unlearn and lane, my nigga. I don't know where you get that from that you could. No, that's in your DNA. That's literally you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you on specific. I'm talking about just, you know what I mean, right? Once a
Yeah.
nigga has been a lane, quote unquote, is you cannot get out of that box, bro. Which bring me to this other point, right? The biggest thing is that the average women will run laps around the average guy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I can put Lucky with 90% of these niggas that be on this chat talking bullshit, bro, she will run these niggas package to the ground, bro. I know they be typing all these grandioso,
And like the
masterful shit like
keys,
that.
yeah.
They know, bro. Man, I know you niggas, bro. I know you niggas. All Lucky have to do is just give you the illusion that you're gonna get some and keep you in that illusion, and you're gonna give it up, bro. You can just see how they type. You can just see how they jump on this panel, the bullshit that they be saying. Oh yeah, I ain't taking a woman out. Nah, that lets me know right there alone, nigga, that you easy to be taking for a broad to take to run your package, bro. So that's just a culture thing at that point, Fantastic. You can, bro, Fantastic. You can teach a man do everything exactly the way you do it or I do it. I promise you, it's not gonna come out the same. It's not gonna sound the same when they go ahead and repeat it to a bitch, bro. It's not going to be the same. Matter of fact, and Lucky can correct me if I'm wrong. They know when you capping. These bros know when you capping, gang. They can smell you. Because the real apex predator are the females, bro. They can see you a mile coming, my nigga. When you
Nah,
when you
but I
fucking the
think
pump, they can see you.
no, we agree. We said the same thing. We said the same thing, Blanco. That's what I'm saying, Blanco. The niggas can tell and the women can tell. Niggas can tell when women can tell better than anybody.
No,
You can't
a man
tell.
cannot tell, Fantastic. A man cannot tell. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a man will relegate himself to be Lucky's bestie for 5, 6, 7, 8 years just to hope to get some of that thing. You see what I'm saying?
I've learned that lesson. Yes, I have.
Am I lying, Lucky?
No,
Well,
I've
no,
learned
I'm
that
not talking
lesson.
about the.
I was going to respond to what I've learned
go
that
ahead,
lesson, and because I've learned the lesson, I can tell. So initially, I could not because I was just, oh, they're genuine. I'm going to be me. I don't judge off of the stuff that they would say. Now, because I've learned that lesson, I can probably better gauge it. So yeah, I see what you. Yeah.
And that's just how it is, Fantastic. That most women going to run laps around most men because you know why? I've been saying this since I was like 20, my nigga. Most men are handicapped when it comes to reading females, bro. Most men are handicapped, bro. That's what I always go. You always go back when people be like, hold on, what is that 25-year-old bro with this 55-year-old man? Oh, he's a predator. Actually, most likely the 25-year-old bro is running laps around that 55-year-old man.
I said that. Why do we assume the younger one is the one getting manipulated?
Never that. Because most likely that 55-year-old man has been sitting down somewhere with a bro for 15, 20 years. Now they got a divorce and he over here, easy picking, bro. Trust me, I know these women, bro. I talk to these women. I get the info from them, bro. For the most part, it's very rare when this 55-year-old just mysteriously is just looking for this young hoe. No, my nigga, the young bro. Okay, like Fantastic. Think about it. Who you think is preying on that Belichick and his girlfriend situation? Belichick was 75 and the girlfriend like 25, right? Who do you think was the real predator in there?
You know who the predator is. Like I said, it's the girl.
Exactly.
Belichick don't get no benefit from that. He can't be the predator because he has to pay, literally pay, and he's taking all the risk in the situation, even from a outside of the monetary aspect, from a societal and an image standpoint. Like I say, he's willing to deal with this young bitch and be seen as this old creepy guy. You feel what I'm saying? This bitch is just, she's poor, defenseless, or whatever, and she gets to live the life of a fucking multimillionaire old man.
And let me make it clear before because a lot of these niggas and a lot of these bros, they are kind of like mentally handicapped. When I say predator, I don't mean it in a bad way, because at the end of the day, when I say predator, I mean it in the hunting way. That's how you're supposed to. You hunt. Who hunting who? You see what I'm saying? That's the way I'm using it. Because at the end of the day, they both are super grown. I got absolutely no problem when everybody is grown. She can be. The same thing happened with, what's the singer name? Sade. Ain't she with like she like 80 and she was like a 30-year-old guy,
Cher,
right?
Cher.
Yeah.
Anna
nothing
Nicole
wrong
is
with
an
that.
example. Well, I wouldn't. Anna Nicole was kind of different. That man.
Yeah, they got Anna Nicole ass up out of there though. Anna Nicole thought she was gonna get that money, and that family, gave her that nice little last bump of book of sugar. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't mean.
In
Sorry,
that
go ahead,
scenario, I
sir.
wouldn't say. I'm saying in that scenario, I wouldn't say she was the predator, because sometimes them older dudes, they just be wanting you around and they understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the way I look at it. Look, everybody getting what they want. This nigga want to be seen with this pretty young thing. She's old enough. Nothing wrong with that. And This girl want to get attached to your millions of dollars, like aka Belichick. They both know what's going on. They both know what's going on. There is nothing in there that is creepy. No, this is two consulting adults. When I see that in the first of all, we don't see that too much in real life. We barely see those huge gaps in real life. Most people is real close when it comes to age, when it comes to dating, bro.
Yeah. But that's what I said, Poppy, when people be like, oh, this you got to make this much amount of money. It's like, no, if you go outside, the average people are with average people.
That's a lie. Yo, I have been out with a lot of women. I have fucked a lot of women. Yo, I can't even count in one hand, bro, how many of them ask me how much money is in my package, how much money is in my bank account, bro. That's not how that works, bro.
No, because you got one of the sixes. That fantastic say you're probably funny and one of the other stuff, whatever the other stuff. Well, he gave 6 things.
It's not even that lucky. Women know exactly. Okay, this is what I always say. Women only get standards for the guys that they don't want. If she don't want you, you gotta meet every single standard because she gotta get a benefit out of it. If she wants you, she break all her rules, bro. I don't care that nigga's 5'6", 5'7". I don't care that nigga's 6'8", bro.
He could be 5'4".
Exactly. If she wants you, that you're not gonna take that woman out of her mind frame, bro. I think that's more like an internet talk, bro. Do we play a part of a man being told and having this amount of money only incentivize more than what you're already doing already? If you're a nigga that fuck hoes broke, you're gonna fuck more hoes when you get money.
My cousin,
simple as that.
She's 5'7". She just married a man that's 5'5". Okay,
I can make the argument, yo. I can make the argument. I can make the argument that the woman that is with you, that is broke as hell, is the one that actually love you.
Thank you.
Instead of the one that get with you when you got it together.
Poppy peaked it. Thank you. And then she's like, "Oh, let's get this," because she gonna work with you. You don't want nobody who will wait for you to get to that. No, we know.
Yeah, no, I preach against that. Like I said, that was my biggest gripe with the whole Kevin Samuels high value man shit. Like, bro, you're a fucking fool if you are reaching your earning potential. You're 40 years old, and you think a bitch is gonna pull up on you for you, and you're out here, you know, living your high value man life and shit, and so on and so forth, right? Especially if she's got much less. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the biggest part of and we talk about this all the time. We talk about celebrities and professional athletes and shit like that, bro. Those women don't really, and that's why I keep telling people this shit, bro. There's level within levels, right? All right. You got your lower class, middle class, upper class, in everything, right? And poor people, you got the poets of the poor, motherfuckers that can't afford air and water, all right? And then you got, the people that are almost there to make it to the middle class. Middle class, you got the people that's, almost poor. And then you got the people that the middle class that's, high up there. Hey, you 50,000, 100,000 away from being upper class. So that's what I'm saying, man. You got to understand what your level is. Be honest, all right? That's the most important thing. Men, my nigga, be honest with yourself, my nigga, all right?
But
can you get better?
But fantastic, I gotta disagree with you a little bit, right? I think that nigga Kevin Samuels, a little bit that I know from that nigga, right? I think he was just talking to a very, very small group. The thing is that everybody seems to grab it. That nigga was talking about with the niggas with the dip packets.
Right, that's what they was asking for. Those women were like,
that's what I'm saying. So that's what I was saying though. But those dudes are even worse off than just the quote unquote the 6-figure niggas, right? When you start talking 250,000 or more, right? You're good in the world. That's worldwide fucking wealth.
And don't take those job over in another country and what they offer you.
Yeah. So when you're talking about those men, they're at even more so to where, bro, these women not wanting you for you. They want you for the experience. They want you for the fucking Amex lounge. They want you for the trips to Bali and what's the other one? Seychelles and shit, right? They want you for the experiences that they never ever would have gotten in their life. So that's all I'm saying, Blanco.
But the thing is,
fantastic. They can get married in 6 months. A man know if he want to marry you in 6 months. How? What man?
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
But
that's some grandpa stuff.
The key to that was saying he knows. It wasn't that he was gonna propose or he was gonna have to do it. He may know if he want to, But the one thing I want to just add to what y'all saying that I think is good is the fact that if people start talking more on regular people and not putting this dollar amount, and just then you'll see the regular people talking about what their dynamics are. Like, stop like listening to these girls. They're not regular people. If you looking for something, I want 300,000. Maybe your life is not set up like mine, so you can require those things. You're not a regular person. I think the conversation just takes it off of regular people, as if this person isn't. It's like only jobs we know how to name are lawyers and doctors. We don't know these other jobs in between. Maybe he's a such and such manager. Maybe he's a, operation something. He's a, it's so many other things that makes you regular people. So I like that conversation, because we just, the main issue I feel is that, are you somebody that somebody can work with? It ain't all that other stuff is just added shit because I'm really sick of your shit. But if you're a good person, we regular people, and we can work with each other, that's how you build. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But the thing is, Lucky, that if you really think about it, that marriage thing is for poor people to elevate faster. Poor people, marriage is for poor people, because now you put two different income, whatever the fuck you do, right? You put it together and you speed up the process to get to the promised land. Like I'm doing okay, right? If a bitch come in my life, I'm already doing okay. I want you, don't get it twisted. You see what I'm saying? But I don't need your fucking money at all. Like before you got here, I'm doing great things. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that I always would tell, man, like for example, like my son, my cousin, my nephew, hey, fam, listen, no matter what, you need to get your breath together. Not for a bitch. No, I mean, not for a woman. She just come along and get next to you, because just in case she decides to leave you, you still gonna be fine. You hope that you bet somebody real good to the point that hunger stay there for the long ride. And because sooner or later, the longer she stays, the more kids coming out of her pussy. That's a fact, right? So
you also don't want to start to change your life or purchase that home banking on this added value to this person, and then when they leave you, you left with the responsibility of the bigger thing you purchased for that. Yeah, I totally agree. You got the first. It really come down to what Fantastic said earlier. Not just compounding, but money management between two people. I think if people actually was vulnerable with their finances, when you're trying to have a real relationship and sat down and made numbers, okay, this is what's coming in, this is what's going out, we're going to reach this credit score, we're going to get this credit card, invest this, leverage our credit here. So when we have this amount, people aren't having those conversations with the person. You know what I'm saying? That they're talking to, because most of the time people are insecure or don't want to talk about finances. I don't know about y'all. I was never heard. Oh.
Not to cut you. No, continue. I was just gonna interject, but continue what you were saying.
I'm pretty much what I'm saying. I'm just saying we don't have those conversations to where we can see we do have enough money to add to it, because we're still fighting the same systems. Now we blame each other for the same system. We still have to fight. So yeah.
I think
the thing is, let me answer it on, and you can have it, bro. The thing, Lucky, is too that I'm a social media have literally fucked up a lot of your minds. When I say a lot of your minds, I say women, right? Because now you start living. I'm not talking specifically you. I'm talking about women. Don't get it. I don't want you to get confused. I fucked up a lot of your mindset, because now you want to live your life through their eyes. I mean, through what they doing, right? And they talk about, I don't care how much money a man do. I mean, a man's bring home. He is your superior. He's a man. That's the man you decide to open your legs. That's the nigga you decide to nut in you. By default, that the direction of that family should live and die in his hands. Simple as that. It doesn't matter if you make more money than him. He is the man. Simple as that.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. To be honest with you, Lucky, these women under 35 ain't really trying to build with no dude like that. That's why they come out of college and be like, oh, they can't find a good man. It's just they weren't looking for dudes that were in school, in the department, like in the law department, in the med department, trying to find these dudes that were in the library like 2-3 times a week, right? Social media definitely has a part to play. I think like you try to, from speaking from my perspective, it's like you try to explain to somebody like, hey, like let's get our finances in order, but it's like, no, I want to go on vacation 2 or 3 times a year because I want to keep up with what my
I
girlfriend
know
got.
what you mean. I
Yeah,
know what you mean.
right. And it's like, mind you, it's like, okay, or you know what I went through one of my last relationships was like, oh, how come you ain't always dressing fly, like, you know? But it's like, dumbass, like, we got student loans to pay off. Like, why are you not, basically the assumption is like, why are you not living for today? There's no kind of delayed gratification in the Black community. Like, you gotta always be the freshest to death, and it doesn't look good. Oh, you've been wearing the same like 2 shoes for like the last 6 months. It's like, but no, I'm like, you're trying to save for a house, you're trying to save. What I mean is, like, in terms of
Can we have a conversation, Azriel?
sure,
Real
why not?
quick. So one thing I think is that I don't think that you should look like what you're going through. If you're a working person, you should not have only 2 pair of shoes for 6 months. There should have been a time that now where you go to get your shoes, I don't think it should matter. Because did you see that viral post where that dude looked really nice and he got his outfit from Walmart? So I think it just depends on where you shop. You should always have good shoes. You know what I'm saying? You can go get
But
wherever
I
your
said
budget
6
is.
months. I said 6 months. Let's say you got work shoes, right? I mean, you're not.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm literal. I'm thinking
Yeah.
you got 2 shoes, period, in your
Oh,
closet.
no, not 2
Yeah, okay,
shoes. No,
okay,
no, no,
okay,
no. 2 shoes.
okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
no.
Okay, yeah.
No. What I'm
So,
saying is, put it this way: you're not buying shoes every other month, or trying to, you're watching how you budget and stuff like that. I'm not saying no
you're
2
not
shoes
keeping up
for
with
like
the
the whole
Joneses.
year. Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah.
2 shoes for the whole year, because
Okay, yeah.
when you get older, you get a little
That's
bit of money.
walkable.
No.
But what you're speaking about is a sacrificial season, and I think that's an important part because I learned that just with trying to come up with stuff just with family and how people be, but yeah, I gotta go see Chris Brown, but you cannot. So
Right.
what you do for the next 12 months is gonna set up your life, especially now. So I think when you're trying to date, for all of us, if we're talking to people that don't want to talk about finances and getting shit in order, we got to get more normalized. But maybe that's the fling. Maybe that's just something to do when you bored. I ain't taking that shit serious because I'm still looking for what I'm looking for. We can't. That's just what's going on. So at this time, dismiss that person. If you too young and you talking about some, oh, you not lit. That person looking for a rapper or some other shit. That bitch is lost.
But
I don't even know what and entertain
I hate
that.
that, but it's
How old is she? Talking about you ain't lit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just, it's very, I'm not really trying to like shit on Black women, but it's very hard for, like, they
But
feel as though if they're not living the luxury lifestyle that they see on Instagram of their favorite influencer, and to a degree it's with other races as well, but it's like it kind of, it's like a clash of visions, right? Your
Yeah.
vision is you're trying to, okay, I mean, you lucky, you from LA. I have family out there. I'm from New York, trying to move out there. You know how expensive it is to just live in these type of cities, right?
Mhm.
Combined with the fact, okay, let's say they want a man that makes money. Okay, more than likely, if he's making money, he either, what, maybe a third of the time he's probably gonna, went to college, so that means he's gonna have student loans, right? So this whole concept, I know you don't believe in it, but this whole concept, like, it irks me when I hear people talk about, oh, the man got to pay for everything, or the 50-50 bullshit. It's like, bro, like, if you take into consideration like student loans, taking into consideration like rent, you take into consideration any kind of debt that you might have, any type of your car payments, it's just a whole bunch of things. Let's say you've been just trying to invest in a house, like you have your HOA fees, you got your rent, you got your utilities, you got your property tax, and it's like
They
you said,
double that shit now.
right? And then it's like you got to have home insurance, and you got to have money saved up for a rainy day just in case something breaks
Life
down,
insurance, all that stuff,
right?
kids insurance.
So
If the
like,
bitch want a dog, the dog need insurance. It's
right,
just
right. But so like what you were saying before is like, damn, like I think you were hinting at it, like Black people shouldn't really be having this conversation. We too broke to be
but
having these kinds of conversations, to be honest with you.
I don't think Black people are broke.
most
We're
people
not
got
broke.
at least
I'm
money
not broke,
to
but
sustain themselves,
It's a
bro.
lot of money in the community to the point where we make a lot of other companies rich. Our problem is we don't keep it here, and we don't
yeah.
have families keeping it here. So because we have conversations that say, if we be honest, I'm sure everybody up here could say the reason why whatever relationship that they could think of didn't work out was not having to do with the fact that she had lashes and the fact that he wasn't rich. It was more so about how we are when we suffer. We don't know how to disagree. We don't know how we think anything that's challenging means we're arguing instead of understanding that the person that's going to help you grow is going to challenge you. This is a reflective relationship. We're not used to that. And then we're talking to people where it's a large generation without a father. So I can't recognize the importance of a man or authority. And then we didn't have that, you know what I'm saying? So it's all those things go on as to why we can't do relationships, because we fucking need therapy, dead ass. Most people aren't having therapy like, hey, I like this girl, I like this dude. How you feel about going to just therapy together to make this work? People are like, what? I ain't gotta do that. People are so used to just putting on their representatives. They don't want you to get to know who they really are, because most people don't know who they really are. They're just used to, this didn't work out, whatever the case. So I'm about to just go put on this representative again and go meet another opportunity. And then there you are again, presented with someone else that you're going to have to work through things with if you wanted to go somewhere. And then every time you don't, you're starting over again, instead of thinking like, what was it where I couldn't work out? You're to be in something long term, mean you're gonna have to choose that person every day, and you're gonna be a person that somebody has to choose you every day. If you're not, then it's like you don't have a relationship if the other person don't agree. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But the thing, Lucky, the thing is that for the long-term relationship, it's usually going to be the female that's going to break it up, especially when with the reason. As soon as a woman tell you that she's bored, that relationship is over.
That's your perspective, and I'm not
That's
saying
what
I'm
seen from.
But
go ahead, Darren.
If I were to find a common ground, I would say a lot of between the both of what you guys are saying. I would say a lot of times in long-term relationships, women just sabotage a relationship, right?
And the reason why, Lucky, I say it's usually the woman going to break it up because she drop off. Okay, she usually going to be on some like the fun of the relationship is going to be in the beginning, the first 9 months to a year. You fuck it at her house, you fuck it at your house, you fuck it at her job. Everything is fun, it's exciting, it's brand new pussy, right? All that shit, right? The thing is that most men are equipped to be alone. And when I say alone, more than like in a boring state. It's like it costs us $0 for us to entertain ourselves. A woman needs to be entertained by the man. You see what I'm saying? So that's when it becomes a problem at that point. So now you're not doing the same thing that you were doing 12 months ago, a year and a half ago. So all of a sudden now she's gonna look for an excuse to leave your dumb ass. Oh, you don't take me out nowhere. Oh, we don't go out no more. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, my girlfriend just went on vacation with her scamming ass boyfriend to the to the Maldives. Why we never go nowhere? Right.
It's stuff like that. So, but those are gonna be excuses because guess what? And the next nigga is in her ear already, man, trying to get that pussy. So now, and women are very easy to manipulate. Women are like ATMs, bro. Women are just like ATM. You push the right 4 digits, money and pussy coming out. That's just what women is, bro. Simple as that, bro.
That's funny.
Yo, Poppy got a point, man. There's a saying, man, whenever you want to destroy a relationship between you and that female, just be bored. Because if she think you bored, man, it's a wrap, man. She's stepping out. Word is born.
You know, I used to ask girls, I'm like, how do you feel about being in a redundant, or are you okay with life being mundane or redundant? Right. And then they would be like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, are you okay with every day doing the same thing for like 3 months straight without any kind of like different thing? I'm like, oh yeah. They have to pause and think about it because they're trying to see where I'm coming from with it. We're like, yeah, I'm fine with that. It was like, usually not. Like, it has to be some kind of I mean, I remember Myron would ask women like, what do you prefer, like a guy that cheats or a guy that's boring? And the woman always say, no, they'd rather prefer a man that cheats.
But the thing is, here's the deal, though. Every single relationship that is successful is a boring relationship. That's what they don't know. Look at your uncle's relationship with your auntie. Look at your grandpa relationship with your auntie. Look at your parent. They've been 30, 40 years. Trust me, they live in a You know why? Because you're doing the same thing over and over and over every day. You see what I'm saying? Most of these bros, they don't want that. They want that for a certain amount of time, and after that, oh man, because you know why? They like the feel of being pursued. And guess who wanna pursue them all over again? The new nigga that trying to beat that pussy up.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then your biggest enemy on your relationship is her hungers.
That is so true.
Yeah,
People don't talk about that enough. Like, what we women are the biggest cock blockers of all, man, to other women. For real, for real. Misery love company. For sure.
They definitely
know
are.
that. CJ, it's on you. What's up, man?
What's the deal? What's the deal, man? I didn't get to watch the show from the beginning, but I heard the last part, like you was talking about the representative shit, right? And that's why they always tell us go to the next one, because they know women are gonna put on a representative. Women are good at this representative shit. They put on the world a mask. They all good. They're all different. They're all individuals, and they have the "I'm every woman" disease, like you say. So it's like they do both. They switch it at any time, right? So then they say, hey, just go to the next one. Why you leave her? Just leave her. So then you go to the next one with the same behavior. They got the market cornered, and that's the problem. That's it right there.
Okay. Well, no, man. I think ultimately, like I said, man, the main focus of this shit was the women saying what we said all the time, to where one nigga is never enough for the most part, right? And what they do is women do the same thing they claim that men are doing, but a lot worse in times 6, right? Because niggas got a roster and so on and so forth, right? For the most part, though, niggas is not leading women on and making it seem like it's gonna be more than what it is. It's not. Now, of course, within the way, like, whenever he's dealing with who he's dealing with, he likes the one he likes, and he starts taking her serious, and you guys start chilling more, spending more time, doing more relationship type things. The woman, on the other hand, is just the opposite, to where she has this nigga, she's dangling the pussy carrot in front of a nigga's face with him on hopes of getting it, and he's never gonna get it, right? She's not taking this dude serious. She don't want a relationship with him. None of this shit, right? Meantime, between time, one nigga is fucking the shit out of her, right? And then somehow, some way, you end up being the cuddle nigga. Okay, that's who you don't want to be, brother. Okay, listen, and again, I still vehemently disagree. Niggas change every day, B. If a nigga can go from being weak and whatever the fuck and be a motherfucking buff ass nigga, a nigga can go from being motherfucking dumb to being smart. A nigga can go from being lame to being at least regular. Now, I ain't say fucking lame. Just real quick, hold on, Ezra. Not lame the player. I ain't say he was ever gonna be no player, but the nigga can get away from the lame shit, man. Right? That's how niggas learn. You bump your head, you make some mistakes, you fuck up. Right? You learn, like, even with the player, because again, ain't no player ever, right, not fucking took a L, man. Every nigga done took a L, no matter what you are.
Every man took a L with dealing with bitches, though. That's impossible not to.
So that's what I'm saying. So your thing is that the lame just takes more L's than wins, because he don't know how to move, and because he don't have the confidence, and because he don't understand the hoes, right? I believe once a man becomes more knowledgeable and has a better understanding of what he's looking at and what he's seeing and what's happening, he adjusts, because he has to. Men do that all the time, even outside of the relationship shit, right? We do that from job and interactions with even other men and all kinds of different shit, right? So that's why I still stand on, you can unlame a lame, right? He just has to motherfucking not, not think what, when y'all say that shit, it's the lame nigga that used to be lame that now thinks he running shit. He thinking he motherfucking the top nigga. No, you can't be that. I don't believe you can do that. I think that's very, very, that's like a 1 in a billion nigga, right? I think he can get away from being lame though and just be regular schmegular, and not be out here being a victim, being a lick.
I think the saying is money don't unlame a lane. Fantastic. I don't think you can't unlame a lane, because niggas grow all the
No,
time.
they say you
Niggas learn
can't.
shit
That's
all the
what I
time.
said. And that's what they said. That's what I'm saying. So CJ, I'm glad you said that. I'm not saying, like I said, a lot of niggas get attributes and they get the cool car, they get the bread, they get the whatever, and they still lame as hell. They never stop being lame, and they don't have a reason to stop being lame because they think the money can make up for it. What I'm saying is, a nigga that's you a regular nigga, you ain't got no money, none of this shit. All you got is your ball and your word. You just got you. and you move in a certain way. So you literally have to change the way you move in order to get a better shit out of life, because even them niggas they lame, they still got more benefits and more shit than even a regular nigga. You feel me? Or even the most player of niggas, because they got a level of you know, money and influence. Go ahead, Ezra.
Yeah, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Somebody, I apologize. Oh no, I just realized what it is. That woman, Sham Boudoir, whatever name, Boudroom, Sham Booty, I think her name is. Shan.
Give up on the name, brother. Give up on the name.
Who you
No,
talking about?
the girl, Shan, the one with with the cuddle buddy.
Oh,
Shan,
okay.
her last
Shayla,
name.
it's Shayla something. It's Shayla something, I think.
No, it's like Shan Boudoir something. But
Either
long
way, go
story
ahead.
short, yeah. So she was always a weirdo, because I mean, I would watch her clips and her videos. That dude that she's with in a relationship with was suspect was doing the bending. Just to let you know, like, yeah, and they were in an open relationship too for a while before they got married and had a son. I mean, a kid. I think they have like a daughter. So yeah, she's always been a interesting. She's one of those live free and live open and express yourself hippie kind of black chicks, and she's from Canada, so you know they liberal as hell over there. But yeah, she's always been a weirdo, to be honest with you. So that cuddle buddy thing, I'm not even like shocked, because she
But that's
was
the same thing with old girl, because you know, Mandy was talking about she was pegging niggas and shit, and
yeah.
like
But
wild
see,
shit. So
this is where me and you disagree, because Mandy is facially challenged, man. Like, I mean, yeah, she could lose the weight, but she looks like an albino horse a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, that's your opinion. But
The thing is, fantastic, right? That dealing with knowing how to read women, dealing with women is, I believe, is an art, and you gotta start learning that shit early, bro. High school starting point at the very minimum, right? That's an art, right? There is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. It's not, I mean, let me say this: it's not a bad thing being a lane, because if this host was any smart, they would get with a lane. A lane is a safe bet, a very safe bet. A lane usually going to care about his bread. He gonna care about his investment, his household, whatever he got going on. He gonna keep it very, very steady. You see what I'm saying? So if this host was any smart, if they have some sort of high IQ in their head, right? They would pick a lane, because a lane, the only thing a lane want to do, quote unquote, is love on them. That's all a lane wants. Just one bro, he's okay with it. He just want to take his ass to his job, 9 to 5,
home.
whatever. Come home, drink his little beer,
like Homer Simpson,
and fuck her face to face. That's why, because what a lot of people don't understand is all these bras are driven by sex. They will never tell you it is, but they're all driven by sex, bro. Trust and believe that, bro. If you learn the art to lay pipe, my nigga, man, this bitch do the thing, people, bro. They said
it on two separate occasions. They said it on two separate occasions. So the girl in the black, those far left, said the same thing. She said her heart is in her pussy. And then the girl that told about the whole cuddle buddy shit said the same shit. You know, hey, the nigga had the skills and whatever. So as to where, you know, that's the only nigga she was worried about fucking. Everybody else just got, you know, what they got. So I tell niggas, you know, niggas told me I was crazy, bro, because I was like, you know, it was, oh man, you know, you don't need pussy, and pussy's not that important, and you know, bitches fake, bitches never really come for real, and all this other shit. And I was like, all right, bro, I don't even argue with that.
No, but I'll say this though, right?
That's when you're fantastic. You gotta say you got it, boss. That's when
I do. That's what I said.
You got it.
I said a point about just like I realized when a nigga say that, bro, that's a nigga that's like I don't know, bro.
I promise you, my nigga, 60% of a relationship is your ability for you to drill that hole down, bro.
Yeah, I told you.
If you ain't choking that hole and laying the wood down on that hole, my nigga, she gonna fuck around you. You know why? Because guess what? This whole been fucking since she was 16, my nigga. So you gotta compare yourself to the best that she ever had. That's why, nigga. That's why you gotta lay. You gotta be able to lay
Blanco,
pipe,
you know the saying. You know the saying: a chick can never leave a nigga unless. You know what I mean, if you make her come, a chick can never leave a nigga if he makes her come. You know what I mean, and that's a fact,
bro. Listen, Listen, my nigga. For the most part, sometimes like I like to deal with a lot of bros, right? And usually that shit fade out, right? Some way, somehow, them hoes gonna circle the way back to a nigga when they break up with a little boyfriend. They don't want to add a quote unquote new baddie. They just eat you out of nowhere. Oh, I was thinking about you. Man, what you doing? Let's go have some. All right, cool, no problem. You know what type it is. You see what I'm saying?
What percentage circle back, Poppy?
It's not gonna be
At
the
least a third.
majority, but
A third. I
it's
would
not
say
gonna
a
be the
third.
majority, but a good number of those. But that lets you know that they still remember. That's all I'm trying to like. That's the only thing I'm trying to illustrate here, bro.
Can y'all still hear
You
me?
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
can hear
you
you, bro.
heard you can't hear him? We heard you. You can hear us, CJ?
No, I can hear y'all. I got a call, so I'll just make sure.
Okay, yeah, no. But no, CJ, I'm with him. I won't say it's the majority, but I'll say up to like women I dealt with, bro, so on and so forth, right? And they even though they're in relationships and shit. Matter of fact, right? I had somebody hit me back up recently, right? And yeah, bro, if you is Blanco got this shit down, so he's 1,000% right. A woman is always gonna go with the familiar shit and what she knows she likes for sure and what satisfies her. Because a woman looks at like, hey, I fuck this nigga and this shit is fucking whack. That's a body wasted, right? She's not
There
gonna
you
admit
go.
it to the world, but in her mind is like whatever. So if she was fucking with a nigga, and usually what happened is the nigga's unwilling to settle down, right? It's a dude she's attracted to, but he's out here moving how he's moving. He got options and shit like that, and he don't want it. So she figured, oh, I'm gonna go with the nigga that's giving me what I want. But he got everything she want, but getting to the bottom of that pussy. Okay?
I feel you. I feel
That's a
y'all.
fact,
They
though.
do circle back sometimes. But the point is, though, what we're considering a lame? Is it from the women's point of view or from our point of view of a lame?
No. The lame shit. I'm not speaking from the lame aspect of what's the name. We're just talking about the lame aspect would be from the man's point of view more so than the woman. A woman say a nigga lame, like Blanco said. A woman is actually gonna target a lame nigga. That's the nigga she want because she know that's the nigga she can get everything out of and not have to give little or nothing to get it, right? So we're not speaking for them. Women love lames. Women love a trick with a dick, right? Right. So again, no,
But
we're
are
not
we
talking.
considering them lames, or are we considering the lames the niggas that can't even get women, like the kind of weird guys that's like
I mean,
Yeah, that's what
aren't
we're
even
saying.
attracted to?
We're
They
saying
usually
we're
one of
saying
those
the
dudes
lame.
post wall usually.
Yeah, the lames are the cuddle niggas is what we're talking about, right? The lames are the nigga that will let not only that, but you let a woman treat you that way. You feel me?
Right.
So it's not just it's you accepting a lot in life to where a woman would dare try you like, hey, I just got some dick. This nigga just fucked the shit out of me. I want to come over your house and lay up in your arms type shit. Like, bitch,
Oh
what?
my
You know when I knew
god!
it was a cold game?
Women are saying that to most. Oh, you just saying
No,
like
no,
the
no.
just
Let me
just
tell you
the
this
just
though.
the,
Let me tell you
the
this. There was this girl that was trying to cuff me down, right? And I don't know if like after we had sex, she was like, "Oh, you coming over like on Sunday?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what time?" She's like, "Oh, come over like at around afternoon." Cause she's like, she got 2 dates before it in the morning. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, that was a red pill moment for me because that kind of turned me off. I ain't gonna hold you because it's like, damn, like you allowing 2 niggas.
Did you pull up? It's the
Yeah, he
question.
pulled up. Yeah, he still pulled up. You know he did.
Yeah, no, but it left.
Nah, don't try to say yeah, no, nigga.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
you can say yes. I pulled
Yeah, I know, but
I was disgusted with her and with myself.
listen. Hey, but
But
Azrael, you
wait,
know what?
the question is,
Azrael, Azrael, you gave a great point though, and CJ, you set it up naturally, right? This is what I'm saying, bro. As a man, this is what a lame don't understand, bro. The game is the game, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
The game is the game.
No way around it.
considering the 2 niggas that took her out before the lames.
Listen, that's not my problem. Listen, it's not my problem. Listen, if I'm dealing with a woman and she wants to deal with me, for one, CJ, can a bitch use you for sex?
Yes,
she can.
Not anymore though. I don't.
Yeah, why she can't?
I don't believe a woman can use a man for sex. Me personally, I don't believe.
Absolutely, yeah,
I
I've
don't
been used for sex before too. I'm
She
just.
did
I'm not
it and
saying.
quit it. I said, baby, where you go? She said, I don't want nothing else to do with you.
I mean, fantastic.
I don't think you understand my question. So let me say. I'm saying a woman is a woman winning if she's using a man for sex? Then I guess better. Is she winning if she's using a man for
She's
sex?
winning if she's
No, the man is the one
No, the
winning with
man
that
is winning.
situation.
That's my whole
Yeah,
point. So a
that's-
woman can think even though a woman thinks she's using a man for sex, she's never using a man for sex. That nigga's just
Okay,
like,
he getting the upper hand in that
pussy I'll
situation.
accept.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, once you have that understanding, bro, listen, if all I gotta do is drop dick off on you, baby, use me, baby.
Use me all you want.
Let me ask you.
Use me up, baby. Use me up.
You know why? You know why? Because I hate it, yo. And y'all gonna probably, oh, this is a tender dignity. But I just hate going over just to smash. Like it gets redundant after a while. Like I just want to.
What's your
Not
name?
at the
Let me ask you this.
You wildin',
Yeah,
Azrael.
I know.
Call me over just for sex.
I know.
Brother,
yo,
if the top and the bottom lip is elite, brother, or is at least decent, no, it's
Call
never
me over whenever you
No.
need.
Yo, how y'all? Hold on. Let me ask you this: Have y'all ever have females that hate your guts, but she still fuck you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a baby mama.
There you go, right there, bro. There you go, right there. You see what I'm saying?
Why you gotta slide that in? Fantastic.
I had a baby mama, nigga. Listen,
Most women who love you also hate you, Poppy. It's a mixed
No,
bag,
listen,
brother.
I had a bunch of girls, my nigga, that I fucking couldn't stand, my nigga, and she probably couldn't stand me either, though. But our sex chemistry was, our sex chemistry was out of this world, my nigga, and that was the only time. And that was the only time we deal with each other. I had a bunch of hoes throughout my whole life just like that, bro. Hey, I don't like you like that. The crazy part is it wasn't even about dudes because they look good as fuck. Obviously, they saw something in me that they like, whatever, right? We fuck real good. That's the only deal with you no more. I don't have to take you out. I don't have to hear your dumbass stories of how you don't like your home get at work. None of that bullshit. It was straight pipe work. Go home. Good night.
You know what it is?
I hated any of the bitches. I'll say I didn't like them like
in that situation, hold on one second though. In that situation, that's literally the man winning right there, bro. Because you don't have to do much. You see what I'm saying? Dealing with a woman is fucking hard work. A woman that you cared about. That's hard work, bro.
Yeah,
it's
relationships
hard work
are
dealing
hard
with
as
a woman.
fuck.
Yeah, it's hard work, bro, because a woman is needy, bro. You become her daddy, her best friend, her boss. You could become everything on one, my nigga.
I know
you
this
have to hear
gonna
the bomb
sound
all day long.
This is gonna sound green, like I'm green as fuck, but like two things.
I want to be loved.
No, if it's a quality woman and she adds to you, right? She brings a surplus, like it's worth it. And I realized, like, I used to just be, especially when I was under 25, yeah, just smashing. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I never enjoyed the hookup culture like that as much as other dudes.
Let me tell you why it's worth it, man.
No,
He making this shit up.
Let me break it down though, because I get tired of it. I actually enjoy doing dates too. That's the ironic thing. Like, I don't want to just be going over a girl's house every week and we just smash. To me, it's senseless. It's vapid. It's void. It's really nothing. And it's like, okay, I could, if I wanted to nut, I could just rub one out real quick. And I've been in situations like,
what the fuck that means?
You sound pretty gay, bro. I'm just gonna hold.
No. Let me explain what I'm saying is, it doesn't, to me, it's not
fulfilling.
Yeah, it isn't really a fulfilling. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know. I knew that was coming.
Hold on, wait, Blanco, wait. So, Andrew, I feel you, fam, but the only thing is, brother, now you done wasted the nut on your hand that you could have wasted in some pussy.
What I'm saying is, I've been in situations, right? Because I was dating one chick, and it's actually because I'm from New York and she lived in Jersey, and I would just come over every weekend, right, and just smash. Be like, hey, we should go out. I'll be like, yo, we should go out sometime. And she'd be like, nah, like you could just come over, right? And I hate that shit because I know it was boring to me. It got boring.
Send me her number. Send me her number, Azrael. Send me her number.
But that's
this nigga making the easy shit difficult. What's wrong?
No, that's the thing. I don't know. It was just too easy.
Baby.
I got bored. It was
whose man's is this?
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
This
I
nigga
get
crazy
bored.
as hell.
Ain't nothing wrong
I
with
get
Your
it.
man's
bored.
right here,
Listen,
fantastic.
I don't
This
get
your
anytime
bored.
man's.
look,
I get
look,
bored. I was getting bored. This happened to me
this
multiple
man
times.
right here is the perfect candidate to be on the roster for a hoe, bro. You see what I'm saying? He don't mind. He don't mind being on the phone with his bitch for 3 hours listening to what the other nigga did to them. He doesn't mind cuddling right here, and this is why y'all get relegated to cuddling
I
section.
never got
This is
relegated to
why.
that. I was
This
always
is
the drop.
why y'all become. This is why these hoes put you on your phone as footy, footy dates and bullshit like that.
I never dealt with that. I had the opposite. I get bored quick, honestly. Like
All
like to
right.
me, it's okay.
You
Like
catch
okay,
feelings quick and you get bored
no,
quick.
it's not.
Make
It's
it
not
make
catching
sense,
feelings. No, it's not
Azrael.
catching feelings. It's not
Make
catching
it.
feelings. No, but let me
As
explain
a
to you.
man, bro, listen, bro. As a man, you said you've been dealing with this woman for a while, right?
No, that was like I was like 21, 22. I just got bored. It just got bored. It
No,
just
no, no.
smashed.
You deal
I'll
with
be
her for a
honest.
while, right?
Not maybe like no more than 8 months, probably. No, but that was like
Okay.
I was like 21, 22.
Women is about women, bro. Listen, as a man, you're supposed to know her patterns. You're supposed to know at what time this bitch needs to get her back blown down. You're supposed to know when you're supposed to quote unquote make love to her. That's you're supposed to
No,
know. You see what I'm saying?
you guys are not
It's all
understanding.
about.
It's
It's all
not
about.
about the feelings part. It's like it got boring. It got stale.
Man,
Like
let me tell you something. Azrael, I feel you. One time I was having sex with this girl, blowing her back out, right? I said, baby, I want more. She said, nah, I'm good. I said, my heart, baby, my
no, it
heart.
wasn't that. It was like
Bro,
okay, like all I'm doing.
I just
It
don't
wasn't.
understand
There
this
was
nigga, bro.
nothing. There was nothing.
My heart, baby.
After a while, okay,
And,
you just smashing the same pussy over and over again, and it's like nothing else
and,
after that.
and this what listen.
We're just.
And the
It's like you
girl,
come over somebody's house to just to fix a light, and it's like, okay,
and
you
that's
do
what I'm
every
saying. It's about pattern,
I
right?
got
If
bored.
hunger
I got
hits you,
bored. I got bored. It
if
wasn't like I caught feelings. I got bored of the same thing over and over.
that
And over.
sounds wonderful. If hunger hits you a certain time, she want her pussy swollen, nigga.
You said we don't want to
It's
hear
all
this
your
stupid
passion
ass
level to
shit
play.
about how you got bored,
She
nigga.
she don't want to cuddle, my nigga. Hey,
But
Azrael, come
but
over
that's
here.
the
I
thing.
got this pussy throbbing right now.
Listen,
I
man.
never said I
Listen, man.
wanted to cuddle.
Hey,
Azrael, I'll just say this. I'll
let
say
me.
this, man. We will get the final. We'll get the final thoughts, right, bro? I had a bitch deliver the Uber Eats, nigga. All right, come by, drop off that mouth, and leave. All right, okay.
But if
All right.
you had that if let's say you had that chick for like 2 years, I mean, well, you probably wouldn't care. But I'm saying, but if like you dealing with that chick for and
No, when if I don't want, listen, she's offering Azrael. I'm not. Listen,
it's like
I'm not.
it's like if you have your favorite ice cream and you eat it every
Yeah, I got
other
you.
day.
I got you. This is the thing. That's the wonderful thing about it,
It gets
Ezra.
boring.
When I don't want it, Ezra, when I don't want it, I don't have to fucking deal with it. I can just say no. I got other options. So if you got, you know what I mean, you got it's all dependent. But then at the same time, it's just like if that motherfucking head right, you know, Biggie there every night, goddamn. And
Let me say this last part too before I get out of here. The girl that I said I wanted to be in a relationship, and she was like, "Nah, I'm good." She was still giving me pussy for a little bit, and I was still accepting it. And if she wanted to give me pussy to this day, guess what I was gonna do if I didn't have a girl?
Yeah,
I would
just like
accept it.
whoever. Yes, go for the girl that like you bad, bro. Don't make this shit too complicated, bro.
That's real time.
A woman that like you, bro, naturally she gonna make her business to be in your face, bro. She gonna go out of her way to be in your face, bro. You know real fast when a bitch don't like you, son. You're gonna get the one answer text messages. That's how you know, well, this bitch don't like me too much. She don't want to talk to you again, which is something that women love to do. Is fucking talk, brother. I don't know what to tell you, fam. Yeah,
I'm
just
about to
move.
get out
Yeah.
of here. I'm about to watch the show from the beginning.
Focus on
Man.
yourself.
All right, Poppy. All right,
Focus
fantastic. Azrael,
on
grow
yourself,
some
King.
balls, Azrael. All right, I'm
It's
out
not
of here.
about both.
Y'all be easy.
It's about not being bored. Like to me, even now, like what was it? Maybe like a couple years back, I stopped like just inviting chicks straight over the house because I want to see if you mentally stable or not, and I want to see if like
no, that's cool, bro. Like I say, if that's your personality type, I understand it. We bullshitting, but hey, by all means, man, respect to your personality type. My thing would just be for you. You got to find a way around it. And you just got to keep a roster. if you know you get tired of the same shit a lot of the time, you just gotta do variety, bro.
And
That's
to me, y'all gonna be like, nah, get the hell out of here. But to me, it's like, and you said, with the thrills that you
trying to
paying
say
the
something.
bills, they are kind of
Lit,
like, it gets. I'll be
Ezra,
honest,
listen, bro.
the sex becomes bland because now it's like, okay, you're just literally performing for her, and you're just fulfilling a need, and it's not a. It's like, I don't feel like you have any kind of autonomy. It's like, okay, just drop some dick off and go about your business. Like it kind of
Listen,
takes away
all
from
I know,
a little bit. For me personally, I'm a bit more introspective
Yeah,
about
that's you. Okay, so Azrael, then you got it, Blanco. Azrael, I go to the gym and I lift the same weights every week. Okay, to get the same, to get pretty much the same motherfucking routine, and go get results. All right, but it's the same results. I'm gonna do this shit till I die. That's the same thing it is with pussy, Azrael. Unless you just gonna get tired of it, brother, and you gonna retire it.
I don't be doing the bending.
Well, I wasn't talking about that way. I wasn't talking about trying to bust it, brother. I wasn't saying that. But I'm just saying, unless you just gonna become a monk or some shit and put your dick up for life, man, and not worry about these hoes, fam, it's gonna be the same thing even when you get in a real relationship. That's what it feels like to me. I know you're saying like even with the emotions attached, it's the same thing. It's just fucking.
Because me, it's like I know y'all gonna be like, oh, you're soft on it, but it's like, what? There's no, because it's like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all gonna be like, oh, it sounds crazy, but I've had enough sex to last a lifetime. Like, like it was. If any place I've probably done it in is like, you could imagine, you could think about it, right? Like, it's not. Especially, I had like a little couple like freaky eaters, right? So it's like 80.
What?
Maybe it is, but what I'm saying is I've dealt with it all. Like I've dealt with the eaters, I dealt with the freaks. I've dealt with come to my job and I work in a nice hotel. Go to a one of the rooms that are empty. Right? I've done one of those things. All the little porn scenarios y'all can think of, like that y'all be watching. Like I've experienced that. Right? So what I'm saying is to have
did you cuddle too in those offices?
I go. No comment.
I know you did. Hey,
You
fantastic, man.
ain't
I'll see
gonna
you
try to
later,
get me
family.
quick. No, but hotel
All right,
pillows
man.
are nice. But
This
long
nigga
story, but no, long
Hey,
story
I
short.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, boys, man.
All right.
For sure. Before I get up out of here, man, shout out to Lucky, man. Great show today. Thank you guys for the support. Clicks and views. You listen. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Clicks and views. There you go. Listen, you always come in my chat, right? And you always got something to say. That link is in the. Oh, maybe I didn't pin the link. Oh, my bad. I forgot. But here we go. Clicks and views. That's just for you. Okay. In case you want to come up. All right. Clicks and views, which I know you don't. Okay. All right. You just y'all love this shit, man. Y'all really do love coming through here and listening to men talk about men shit and men what they do with women and shit and blah. Because clicks and views, we can look at you, baby. That's really you in your picture. You know what I'm saying? You just need some great dick in your life, baby. Great, not good. Great. You great. Okay, that's what you need. And maybe there's some man out here willing to give it to you. Okay, we got like over 180 some people in the chat, baby. Listen, one of these brothers might, want to donate some dick to you, baby. Okay, because you over here hating for no reason. Always coming through every now and again to say some shit. Links in the motherfucking chat. Damn. But anyway, man, hey, great conversation. Don't be the cuddler, brother. Okay, don't be the cuddler. All right. And if you're gonna be one of them 6 niggas that she need to motherfucking create Negrotron. Okay, we had to put Negrotron for the YouTube reasons, right? But Negrotron, okay. All right, if you're gonna be one of the 6, which one y'all want to be, fellas? Chat participation. Yeah, bro, they love it, man. Nobody and again, niggas swear my links in the chat every fucking time. Okay. All right. If you're gonna be one of the 6 niggas, bro, you better be the head, nigga. All right. Be the head, get in the head. Look at this right here. Look at this. You niggas better not. thing at? Oh shit, you were. Hold on. Don't fall for it. But anyway, man, hey, Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms, man. I greatly appreciate y'all for taking time out your Sunday. All right, and that's that on that one. We gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Holla, we out.